for Kill or Love, this yandere horror game. It's free to play down in the description below. We're doing part 2 on the series. And today is Saturday, making sure everything's working. So how are you, buddies? Spooky, Shinzo, Nana? I'm just gonna keep it that— What? What? Ah! I was taking care of puppies. So I'm feeding them, people say 3 to 4 times a day. I split up with like rice gruel because puppy chow is expensive. So I mix it between. Yeah, you do like a Gerber kind of mix of rice. It's supposed to be very light for their stomach. They can't eat a whole lot in one sitting. So you have to separate it between like 2 to 3 hours so they can digest. And man, they're taking the biggest poo-poos ever. Yeah, it's stinky in here. You have no idea. I'm constantly cleaning up. I have to buy more puppy mats, that's for sure. But that comes with having puppies. I'm glad it's just 4 of them and not like 7 or 8. Yee. Well, let's see. You ready for the game? We're gonna go back to load. So we saved... Okay, so just a recap for anybody who didn't see part 1. It's the one with the golem illustration I did. So the game, the premises is that the main character, his name is Jack. And the brunette, her name is April, I think. I gotta remember. So anyway, there's the brunette, she's the yandere girl. And the blonde is a woman he met at work and he fell in love with her. So the main character, Jack, is very antisocial due to a loss of memories throughout his timeline. So high school, middle school, elementary, he explained to the audience and like his coworker, the one he's madly in love with, he explained to her that because his lack of memory of connecting socially with people, he just decided that it was best not to. Do you let me know if the music's good? Because last time I noticed it was too loud. I have it at 49, 48. Yee. I gotta cough real quick. There you go. It's raining and it's super cold. I'm gonna do my serious face. Because the game's gonna get serious. I wonder if I can click off. Oh, I can. Okay. Let's see if I can toggle between both. So we got through maybe like 2 hours worth of dialogue. So yeah, just the recap. Main character's madly in love with his coworker. But the yandere showed up and intervened. An event happened. He got injured. He's hospitalized. He carries a notebook journal with him to document every moment he could remember. He's slowly going insane. And we're gonna find out what really happened. And if the love of his life is okay. So let's jump into this one. So right now he's going through a flashback about having met... Her name is Anna. So Anna's the brunette. And she's the one he remembers from different points in his life. And he has a suspicion it's her fault as to why he has memory loss, but he doesn't have enough evidence. Yeah. So Anna's pretending to be a nurse and she's working at the hospital just so she can be close to Jack. Man, I would hate if there was like some true story, you know, like aspects to this, or if anyone experienced something, you know, in life. Real life situations.
Even worse, I felt Anna had been right. There had definitely been something familiar about her.
Because she approached him at work and she was asking, "Hey, your name's Jack, right?" And she's like, "Don't you remember me? We're like good friends." I might have to pause because... doggies. Alright, one moment, buddies. I gotta pause for doggies. I'm on now. Jesus! My mic was off. I guess that's okay. Is it on now? There it is. It's on. Okay. Alright, buddies.
But I didn't want to find out more. Next time she comes in, I'll treat her the same way. I told myself, guessing correctly, there'd be a next time. Guessing wrongly, that'd be at the store. I'll do it again and again until she gives up. I don't know what she wants, but I don't give an inch.
Doing.
The old lady cried out. She found a quarter.
So we're on the job at the market, and we're one of the... we work at the cash register? August 11.
It's weird, isn't it? How I just write today's date like that, and then go right to telling about something that happened months ago. I should write down what that stuff was, and what happened. But it was so long ago, I don't think I can remember the exact dates. Who cares? This is only for me, anyway. It can be a jumbled mess. Sometimes I feel like I should write more about what's happening right now. But nothing's happening. So, beep it.
Jesus. Yeah, he's angry about being hospitalized. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be in the hospital either.
When I told Grace about the girl who called herself Anna, and who called me Jack, even though we didn't wear name tags, she took it like it was a good news.
What? Grace is the girl he's in love with. Isn't that amazing, Jack? She must have recognized you from childhood. She said 15 years, didn't she? That's right. From the time you can't remember.
I don't know. She might be some sort of scam artist. I just come up with that idea of Anna being a scam artist. It seemed a good enough excuse not to go near her again.
Yeah, right. Come on, Jack. At least give her the benefit of the doubt.
I don't need her, Grace. I've got you.
Jack, I'm not telling you to sleep with her. Damn, Grace! Right up, she's like, wait a minute, Jack. I'm not telling you to go around cheating on me, because they're together now. Officially. So they started hanging out, and Grace is like, Jack, aren't we officially a couple? Because we've been, like, going on dates? And Jack's like, oh. Because he was asking her to be his girlfriend, like, officially. And, yeah. She assumed they were, and he thought he had to ask her. So that's pretty cool. I guess it's interesting how people are in relationships. Sometimes people see it as an unspoken thing. And then some people feel the need to actually communicate and solidify it. You know, through verbal language. Buddies! Buddy! Hey, buddy! Says Rip Sprinkle's nose. Your hair is messy. Oh, spooky, it's okay. My hair's messy too, behind scenes. Because I took a shower and then I went outside and it's cold and rainy. I don't know, sometimes with the rain my hair gets all fluffy and frizzy. I don't know, I think I have curly wavy hair, but it's like loose curls. But I have kinky curls at the nape of my neck. And they're like coils. You think of like Shirley Temple's curls, but like very little. Yeah, hair's weird. My grandfather, though, he has kinky curls. So I have some relatives, their hair's kinkier than mine. But mine's like wavy, mixed. It depends on the products, too. Some hair products will do you like better justice with like your hair type. But yeah, Grace. Don't be so rude to her next time, okay?
I wasn't being rude, Grace.
You so were.
Okay, so what if I was?
It's not fair to her. She seems like a really nice girl. And I don't think it'd be good for you, too. Wait, what? Wait, what?
To be friends with her? No, not really.
She could tell you about your past. Then maybe some things would start making sense. You could just put whatever happened behind you.
But nothing happened.
Something must have happened, Jack. People don't...
Grace fell silent. Instead of continuing, she started running her fork through her peas on her plate.
Oh, so they're eating dinner at the apartment. Okay.
We were having dinner. People don't what, Grace?
Well, people don't do that at night. Unless something happened to them. Oh, does he have, like, PTSD at night and he has, like, you know, post-traumatic syndrome?
I keep telling you, it must be some kind of weird insomnia, okay? Nothing more.
Sleeping pills don't work on it.
Something will, eventually.
But why not this? At least try. The memories you have. It's like they want out. I think they should get out too. Then you won't be scared of whatever happened anymore.
And how does that work exactly?
You'll be able to face it properly. It's helped me a lot, you know, thinking about what happened to me, seeing it's not so bad as I thought it was. So like talking through your trauma experiences.
I stubbornly refused to answer and went on eating like there hadn't been a conversation at all.
Ah, Jack.
What Grace had referred to was something I'd only recently found out. Apparently, I shouted and kicked at night a lot.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes, I all-out screamed.
Poor neighbors. I mean, I feel bad for Jack, but at the same time, it's like, the neighbors should have said something. Like, hey man, you okay? You need us to call for, you know, medical and assistance?
But maybe I still do all that. Who knows? Maybe the staff and patients here are too polite to point it out.
Yeah, because you're at the hospital now.
No, I don't scream at night anymore. I'm fairly sure I don't.
Because you get medicated and drugged at the hospital?
Though that's not to say I can sleep all that well. Funny how, at one point, something like that was the biggest problem in my life. It was so long ago. Or at least it feels like so long ago. So much has happened since then. Anyway, the morning after, I would wake up sweaty and tired. But it wasn't until Grace told me about the screaming that I found out why. Grace said it happened about once a week.
Dang! That's, you know, that's happening once a week. I'm sure the body is completely strained. You know, like your whole body tightens from all the screaming. Dang. Stress is not good for your health.
Recently freaked her out. The first few times it happened. But then she got used to it.
I would never be used to it. I get startled easily, and so I probably would never have sleep. If I was Grace, I'd be sleeping in the living room. I don't think I'd be able to handle it so calmly. If he's like tossing and turning and screaming, yeah, no, my poor eardrums. Oh, Grace.
Or as used to it as you can get. It makes me feel like an beep hole, realizing how nonchalant I was about it. Screaming every few nights in my sleep was, I felt, a small price to pay so I wouldn't have to bother with the past. But it didn't matter. In the end, if I decided to face the past or not. Either way, it was coming.
Let me know if I should increase the volume. Those are buddies. Shinzo, how was my day been? My day has been busy. I finished the artwork, and I'm excited to show you guys. It's hilarious. Let me know what movie it reminds you of. I'll take as many guesses in the comments as possible. It'll be on the schedule for this coming week, the new artwork. Wait, what? You have a nose? I do have a nose. I know. My invisible nose. I'm like Voldemort. No nose. The puppies are going crazy. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but they're like fighting each other. I don't know. Maybe that's like a natural thing they do. I guess. Where they spar and stuff. I don't know what breed their father is. But yeah. In the middle of the night, I'll hear them rolling around. That's why they're in a small little area so they don't like hide under furniture and poop everywhere. It's stinky!
The second time Anna and I met, as adults, we were neighbors.
Oh, now all of a sudden you guys live next door to each other? That's very, that's too convenient. You run into her at the store, she wants to catch up with you. She's very persistent, and now she lives next door to you. He's apartment setting, so it's like, you can't really control who you live next door to. Unless you live at like an actual condo or place. GK Alric! Yeah, puppies like to play rough. It is how they learn to hunt. That's cute! So they're hunting each other through, like, you know, play. Thank you, GK Alric. Because I was like, is this normal? Do I have to feed you more? Yeah. It's crazy. It's like little gladiators. I like making sure they're nice, plump, and chunky. I fed them early this morning. and then like 2 more times. But then if they eat too much, then they kind of puke everywhere, and I'm like, ew. Yeah. So no more milkies for puppies. And that's when I put the food away, and I'll save it for later if they don't finish the helping. Yeah. Let's see, buddies. Shinzo, can we see the baby's next hand cam? I have for Christmas, my gift to you guys is a photo album of the puppies. Every week I take like a photo shoot of how big they got. So no worries, you guys will be seeing puppies, but like photographs. Yeah, I just wanted to wait till they were about, say, October, November, December. I wanted to wait about 3 months. Almost 3 months. Because they're turning, I think in a week. 2 more weeks from now, they'll be 8 weeks, so they'll be 2 months. In November. December, they'll be 3. So by the end, around Christmas, puppies, around Christmas time, they'll almost be 3 months. Because they'll be officially, if I'm counting correctly, I think I'm counting correctly. By February, they'll be 4 months, right? So born on October 14th, November 14th, a month, December 14th, 2 months, January 14th, 3, February 4, because on the 14th. So yeah, I'll show you guys at the late of December. I just didn't want to jinx, having babies, because it's not guaranteed that all of them are strong enough to survive, which is scary. I think that's what some people don't like about raising puppies, like from birth and, to a few months, because I've seen it before. We've gotten a puppy that was dehydrated. So like I can't really speak for the people who had the puppy before we received the baby. You know how people they'll give away puppies to family and friends. So this was like a friend of our family member. One of my tíos, he knew a friend who had a litter. And the puppies were maybe like 3 months. So you would give them like softer food. And they couldn't house them anymore because I think they lived in a condo. And so they weren't allowed to have that many pets. So they had to like give them away like really fast. So then the puppy was dehydrated, and to combat hydration, you use Pedialyte, but we didn't know the puppy was dehydrated. So only one of them survived and the other one became an angel. It happened like within the day too. So yeah, it's hard to care for puppies. It's not easy and it can be really sad. So that's why I've been waiting. I don't want to provide bad news or something tragic, but they're good right now. They're fighting. So all 4 of them are healthy. I make sure they're going crazy now. So I'm giving them plenty of water in their kibble. So you can give them puppy chow, and you just soften it with water so you get the water in their system. And if you have to, and you notice they're kind of like very like dehydrated, you can tell by the nape of their neck. You pull on it just a little bit, and if the nape of their neck goes down very slowly, it means they need more like fluids. But if it goes down quickly and their skin's not too tight, then that means they're getting plenty of water. So it's like a balance when you like raise the puppies, because they're going from milk to eating like sweet potato, sometimes some greenies. It'll be in the mix of the puppy chow. There'll be vitamins in there. So yeah, that's why I'm so hesitant, because they're little and no jinxies kind of thing. Knocking on wood. I'm very superstitious, I think, and hesitant. I'm trying to like, it's very cold this winter. So I have like, they have a little puppy bed they're sharing. I washed it today because it got super soaked in pee-pee. So they're smart. They'll poop and pee off the bed on the like the puppy mat. And so when they go back to the puppy bed, it'll be like, they'll track in poop or urine. Because it's like a little enclosing so they don't escape into under the bed or under the furniture. But yeah, they're doing good. Yeah. But it's Shinzo. Yeah. So I will be showing you guys on Christmas. I'll make a photo album, and then we can eat some snacks together in celebration of the holidays. So yeah, it's just to avoid jinxies. Yeah. But if any of you guys ever raised kittens, puppies, or even like some people have like rabbits, and the rabbits will give birth to 2 bunnies. I think they call them kits, K-I-T-S, kits, and they have up to 2 rabbits. Some people, their hamsters will have babies. Do you have any stories about raising babies from a litter of dog, cat, bird? Oh man, I've never raised a bird before. I mean, I know they have like at least one egg or two. Like parakeets, parrots. I think it's usually one. Rare cases it's two, but I'm not too sure. Some people, I think, yeah, they're Jaden Animations. Isn't it Jaden? She's an animator, artist, illustrator. So she has a pet bird. I don't know if she's ever raised baby birds before, but she might have. That'd be like a really cool, interesting storytelling she could do. But yeah, it can be very. You have to be attentive. It's like around the clock. And they used to get their little paws stuck in the edges of the little enclosing. And then I'd hear them like rolling around. So that they have big paws though. Someone said they might be bigger. They may not be like a small toy. They call them like toy dogs or toy poodles. They might be a lot larger, like medium, because their paws are huge. GK Alric, I've raised lots of different animals. The only birds I raised was chickens, ducks, and geese. Whoa. So like even when they had babies, some people, my tío and my tía, they would have like this incubator for the eggs. So they gave us some of their chicks before. I think most of them lived, but then we had a harsh winter. And they said it's trial and error because sometimes you can make the enclosing as like, you have to provide insulation if they're outside. You know, and they're like the little hen farmhouse, chicken coop. And they said like they've had their cases where the weather was just too hot because the summers that can be 110, 109. That's the hottest we can have for summers. For winters, it can get as cold as 20. I think, yeah, 20 degrees or less than. Yee. I think Fahrenheit? Yeah, Fahrenheit. I don't think Celsius. It'd be a different number. Wow. I can only imagine. Ducks are cute. Somebody said that ducks you have to constantly clean out their water. Or unless you have a pond, then you don't have to worry too much, but keep the pond, like the ecosystem balanced. Check its pH levels, things like that. It's kind of like having a pool, but the pond, you'll have to like put certain moss, certain vegetation, and that's how you get like a regular, like a sort of balanced. Because if not, then the water could have like bad fungi. Yeah, ducks. But I only know a little bit. We did raise baby chickens, but I don't think it was from the egg. We got the chicks maybe, I think several weeks after they hatched. They were so tiny and stinky. You have to constantly clean up their poo-poo. I might have a photo or two when we had chickens. And then I think we gave them away to our tío because we didn't have enough, like, we couldn't afford to have chickens anymore. So we gave them to family. Yeah, they deal with a raccoon. So raccoons will eat your chickens. They will eat your geese, your ducks. Anything you have out there. And you know, I'm not surprised. Raccoons will eat cats too. They're just very, they're scavengers. So they make do with what they have. It's pretty intimidating. I know they look cute and people have videos about them soaking cotton candy in water. But no, they're dangerous. Raccoons, possums, foxes, wild dogs, you know, wolves, cougars. I have stories about my family on the ranch because our family has, you know, history with like cattle, horses, that kind of thing. And they would tell stories about like my great grandfather used to feed cougars. They're like mountain lions. So he would feed them and he would kind of so they would avoid having the cougar mountain lion eating their cattle. Yeah, they still got wild steer out there. It's crazy. I'm out of breath. Whew. Yeah, I got some stories. I got some scary stories about they call it the lechuza. And the lechuza is a big bird. And it is an actual breed. Or there's a breed closest to the description. So it's a big owl bird. And this owl bird is a story about the good witch and the evil witch. So as children, my tías and tíos, they would tell the story about how living on the ranch, you would hear the owl at night in the distance. And if you were out late at night being bad and mischief, the evil witch would come down and kiss you. what it means is that the bird would bite you, and it would mark you, and then the rest of your life would be plagued with some sort of like, not curse, but she marks you as kind of like she will follow you for the rest of your life kind of thing. The lechuza. Yeah. And then the good witch, if she kisses you, then you'll receive blessings kind of thing. So they'd say not to kill them, because some of them bring good and some of them bring evil. True stories, guys. Little J123, buddy. GK Alric, do they stink? Well, oh, you mean the puppies? They've been stepping in their poo. So the puppies, since they're like playing, they'll move around the puppy mat, and I've been changing it out maybe 2 to 3 times a day. Yeah, it's getting stinky up in here. So I'll have to like find the poo around the enclosing, and I'll have to wipe it or scrape it off the wood floor. It's stinky. I just you can't bathe them until they're older, because they have a certain like balance on their skin. So you have to let them, like, I would wait till like 4 months before bathing them, because you can bathe them in like dawn. It's very gentle, because they need it to protect their coat. Yeah. Let's see, Shinzo, that's terrifying. Yeah, the lechuza. It's an urban legend, you can say, like, south of North America and like north of Mexico. And they say it's a real thing where you'll hear her coo, you'll hear them like kind of sing at night. And they're huge. They're about, some of them can be 5 feet. And that's the urban legend. It's the folklore. True story. And they look like a woman. It looks like a woman covered in a shroud. And she kind of like sits on the tree branches. And they say that you can hear her coming because you can hear her sing to you. And she'll lure you out into the wilderness so she can mark you. And then I think it kind of stops there in the story. Shinzo, Native American cryptids are terrifying. Yes, they are. Because, oh, did you hear about the deer woman? So there's a deer woman in the native folklore, and it was said half of her, from like torso to her head, was human looking. But below her waist was the deer, like the body of a deer. And the woman, she would lure men to their doom and death if they cheated. So she would go out, because like she was like cannibalistic, and she would devour man. But they usually attract men because of their like feminine qualities. So that's what the deer woman would do. And it was said that it all started when a woman from a tribe was betrayed and had her heart broken. And that the deer woman was summoned in story to take revenge on the man who broke her heart, or that she herself turned into the deer woman spirit. And it literally is like a human deer woman creature in the woods. And it could be, I want to say some of them are gruesome, but it usually is dealing with romance, heartbreak, and unfaithfulness. And so that's usually how they target their prey, the deer woman. True story. Shinzo, who's that lady ghost who drowned her children? Oh yeah! That is La Llorona. She drowned her children. So the story behind her, Joseph. Hey, buddy. Welcome to live stream. We're just chit-chatting about urban legends and scary stories. And so the woman who drowned her children, it was said she was in love with a Spaniard, because the history of Mexico is that China, the France, so yeah, China, the French, and the Spanish in that order had all went to Mexico and they colonized. And we all know colonization has its dark roots. And not to get into that too much, because it's pretty like gruesome how colonizing works around the world. Yeah. So then that's why you look at Mexicanos and they don't look, because they're multicultural. And it's really cool. On their birth certificate, it'll say that you're just Mexican. That's the like the profile they get. It's not your complexion based, which is pretty amazing. And that's why they look all different. Because it also goes back to the history of colonization of the natives that lived there. So yeah. And China still has a military stations in Mexico, actually. You can look it up on Google. Does China have military stations in Mexico? They do. And it kind of goes back to the history there too. A lot of the people who colonized, the Chinese, the French, and the Spanish, not all of them left and went home. But yeah, so the story about the woman who drowned her children, she fell in love with a Spaniard. He eventually brought his wife. She was heartbroken because she had kids from him. Typically, the story goes that La Llorona had 3 children. I think she had 2 sons and a daughter. And she drowned them all because she was choosing to, like, off her whole family and then herself. But she couldn't drown herself. So then she would mourn the death of her children because she just saw no point to living anymore. I think it had to do with poverty too. So she couldn't afford to feed them because her husband was the provider. Or she thought it would be her husband, but it turns out he was cheating on his wife when he went over during the colonization period. Yeah. So that's why she mourns the children. It's a very detailed story because it wasn't for no reason. That's how the original story goes. Some people get lost in the translation. And so yeah, the key points is it's kind of like a love story gone wrong. And then that's where she like did the awful dirty deed. Joseph, I'm a new subscriber. Welcome, Joseph. I hope you enjoy your time here. We do a lot of horror games, and some of them are cute. Cutesy horror games. This one is a yandere horror game, and I think we're kind of like on chapter 2. Chapter 1 is in the previous playthrough. It was like 2 games. But don't worry, I'll catch you up if you have any questions. For some reason, I think I'm out of breath. Let's go back. Where was I in the story?
I was coming back home with the morning shift at the store.
And you met Anna? Because she became the neighbor. Yandere girl go crazy. I wonder why she likes him, though. I don't know, Jack seems just like an ordinary guy. It's not like he's a doctor making, bringing home some money. He was just an ordinary dude who worked in, is it retail? Kind of retail. I mean, he's just a cashier, so what does she really want from Jack? Maybe it's like a possessive want or need? Because that's how it looks. Like, like he's a possession to Anna. So she sees it as like she needs him, but not in like the sense of like, I care about you and I want you in my life. It's kind of like you're a necessity and you have to be present.
I went into our building, up to the 2nd floor, down the hall to mine and Grace's door, and I froze. There was someone standing in front of our door.
Anna. Uh-oh. Do I need to turn it up, maybe? I'll turn it up to 50.
It was her. Anna.
Jack? Oh my goodness, what are you doing here? Don't tell me. Wait, what'd she say? History. She just said, don't tell me what. What does that mean? Don't tell me you what. Okay. History over. Return.
She pointed at the door, as if to ask if I lived there.
Aw, crap, Jack. It's a stalker situation. There's no way she like, all of a sudden lives next door to you after running into you at your job. That's just... it's just, the sequence of the events is just too soon.
Yes, that's my apartment. As you damn well know. The hallway air felt warm and stale. Soup-like.
Nasty.
What are you doing here?
I was, like, going to say hello to my new neighbor. Wow, Anna. Uh-huh. Convenience, uh-huh. So, hello.
Wait, huh?
And here.
She pushed something into my hands. It was a plate wrapped in plastic wrap. There was something brown on the plate.
Oh wait, it's too loud. It's too loud. Yeah, it's way too loud now. I hate the game. The game sound fluctuates a lot. I'm gonna put it at 42.
It was a plate wrapped in plastic wrap. There was something brown on the plate.
It better not be a turd, I swear to God, Anna. If you're serving me your brownies from your bun hole, I'm not eating it. I'm throwing it away. That's disgusting. Some people are weird. They will try to feed you, you know, stuff like that. Don't just take handouts from strangers, because you have no idea what's inside of it. Even if it comes out, like, generous, it's still dangerous. It says, Shinzo, I'm terrified of skinwalkers with a passion. I'm 100% certain I've come across one in the wood. Let me know if you want to hear the story. Yeah, Shinzo. I would love to hear the story. Nana, brownies! I hope they're brownies. They better not be turdies. I swear to God if it's your poop. Brownies. I'm sure you'll like them, Jack. Uh-huh, sure, Anna.
But we're not neighbors. I spat the words out.
Yes, we are. I'm right over there.
Anna showed me the door to the right of mine.
Aw, fudge! She knew it! She found her place!
Ugh. That place had been empty for weeks. I'm pretty sure the guy who lived there before was a heroin addict.
Oh, poor guy.
He didn't seem so bad now.
What an amazing coincidence, though. Is it, Anna? To think we'll end up living so close again.
It's not a coincidence, is it?
Pardon?
Come on, really? What are you trying to do? It's obvious you planned this. There's no way something like this could happen by accident.
Anna
Anna laughed. It was a sound like a fork scraping a plate. Well?
You can't believe it's a coincidence, or you can believe it's not. What's with that face? It's so snarky. Just tell me it wasn't planned and I'd maybe believe you. Either way, we'll be seeing each other very often. Enjoy the brownies, Jack.
Thanks. I'm not a big fan of sweet stuff, but I'm sure Grace will love them.
Are you really gonna feed it to Grace? Really, Jack? Is that the smartest move? Feeding your girlfriend brownies from a woman you think is stalking you? I don't know, Jack. Who's in the wrong sense of mind here? Is it Anna or is it us? Grace? Who is Grace?
My girlfriend. Pointed at our door with a thumb. We live together. My idea was that in case she was acting like this because she was interested in me, I'd gently tell her I was taken.
Grace, is it?
Yes.
She must be a nice girl.
The best I've ever known.
She's lucky to have you.
It's the other way around, actually. Well, it's been nice chatting. I'll say hi to Grace for you.
I should go in and say hello myself.
No need. She's not here right now either.
Jesus, my voice dropped a little extra. But...
Bye. I pretended to unlock the door. I was already...
Oh my god, are you for real, Jack? He left his door unlocked. Not smart, dude. Even if you think the area you live at is safe, it's not guaranteed no one's, gonna go around snooping into your apartment building. Yeah, not smart.
It was already unlocked because Grace was home.
And Jack's a liar. I bet he's just trying to protect Grace from creepers. Got a messy! Yes! Hola, buddy! Nah, maybe it's the happy type of brownies. Oh, you mean those kind of brownies? The brownies people would smoke but don't. I know what kind of happy brownies those could be. GK Alric, I'm sorry, what? Bum brownies? Yes, from the bum. Some dookie brownies.
I slipped in and shut the door in Anna's face.
Anna's being a creep, okay? No one should be that persistent. Okay, it's easy to confuse someone's creepiness, like them lurking around, being extra nosy. That doesn't mean they're friendly. It just means they want to know something. You know? And then, wait a minute, what if we're the villain? What if we're the bad guy? And Anna's trying to protect Grace from us. Okay, that's in my theory too. Because it's positioned that Grace and I, like, Grace and us, because we're playing the main character, we're together. And then Anna's very interested in where we are at life. I mean, I don't know. If Anna thought we were up to something bad, all she had to do was report it. She shouldn't have to do it herself. Now, she didn't talk about her occupation. If Anna's secretly some sort of, I don't know, FBI agent or some like government figure, she wouldn't be snooping around in some civilian's, life or day-to-day basis kind of schedule. You know what I mean? Like if she was a cop or something and she thought, that we were some weirdo and she didn't like us back in high school or something like that, she could just totally just report, hey, like this guy's been kind of creepy or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I mean, she could have just done that. Instead, it's if we're the villain. If. It doesn't make any sense. You don't just go involve yourself in a situation you think is sketchy. But I don't see how we could be the villain. Because we kept to ourselves, got a girlfriend, now we live together. It seems like we're doing well for ourselves, and Anna's intentions aren't clear yet. But we'll find out. Was she our ex? Is she a yandere character? Or maybe, because I'm afraid that we're in love with Grace. What if Grace is in love with Anna? What if Anna and Grace had a relationship, and that's why she's interested? And what if it has nothing to do with us at all? Because that's how relationships are today. It's kind of like everybody dates everybody. And it can be difficult to figure out what someone's like past relationships were if they're interested in like both. So I'm afraid maybe it's a love triangle. We're madly in love with Grace. Grace could be madly in love with Anna. And Anna's madly in love with us. That sounds unbearable. Crazy. Buddies. Shinzo. Story about skinwalkers. I was 16, and me and my cousins who was 17 were in the woods just looking for a spot to build a fort, when we came across a deer standing next to a dead coyote. When we got closer, it didn't move or startle at all. When we got even closer, we saw that it had sharp teeth and was eating the corpse. Its eyes were all white, and it was grunting and wheezing. Ew! Ew! It had a happy ending, right, Shinzo? The skinwalker story? Oh my god, wait a minute! Wait a minute! There's a breed, Shinzo! There's a tall, like, coyote or fox breed, and they're known for having long legs. They look like deer, but they're actually like foxes. I think they call them long-legged foxes? What do they call them? Let me find out real quick. Checking, what is the breed? Long-legged fox. What kind of fox has long legs? Yeah, red foxes are dog-like in appearance with an elongated pointed muzzle and large pointed ears that usually erect forward. Yeah, but what about the long-legged fox? They call it a maned wolf. It has orange-brown patterns on the body and like gray, brownish, darker color on on their like calf paws areas. I don't know. That's creepy. I mean, that's like it says deer, fox, wolf. Nope, it's a maned wolf. But they look like deers. I don't know, Shinzo. I believe it. Maybe it was a skinwalker. Skinwalkers take shape-shifting abilities, and they use it to turn into other animals. G.K. Alric, maned foxes? Yeah, maned wolves, that is it. Yeah, maned wolves. They look like foxes, though. They're a very strange, like, out-of-the-ordinary kind of breed. Maybe they're a dying breed, because I don't see them in the woods. Spooky! It says, Shinzo, we booked it when it stopped and looked at us. We heard it chasing us for about 5 minutes till we made it to my nanny's house. Jesus! It was coming for you. It was hungry. Ugh. I'm glad you guys survived. I'm happy the ending wasn't like you got bit by the... Because they say if the skinwalker bites you, in the folklore legend, that you will turn into one. It's kind of like the skinwalker serves the bruja, the witch, or like, you know, they would say, yeah, the witches or warlocks, some people say. So that's what the skinwalker's presence is on land. So land was cursed by different tribes. It's forbidden, like, conversations and stories because it's so real, so true. There's a place called Skinwalker Ranch. We could totally watch the video if you guys want. Skinwalker Ranch is a residence area of land where there was farming, but there was so much, like, supernatural going on that a millionaire, like a billionaire, I think it was a billionaire, he decided, oh my gosh, Noodle? Noodle, come here, Noodle. Noodle, please. Please, Noodle, please. Oh my gosh. Noodle, Noodle. Come on, Noodle. Come on. Come with me. Come on. You're so chunky. Come on. She's stinky. She needs another bath. Because she went with her babies and she's now covered in poo and pee. Ugh. I guess for now I'll have her on my lap. But yeah, so Skinwalker Ranch, buddies. The billionaire set up a research facility because he had the funding for it. And to this day, I think he still owns it. I don't know if he's alive or not.
In the apartment I found, I could barely breathe freely again. Son of a
beep.
Talk to this girl? Be friends with her? Not a chance. She creeped the hell out of me.
See, I'm gonna have suspicions. Noodle, please! Please, Noodle! I'm at the mercy of a tiny poodle. 𝐏𝐴. Yes, maned wolves. See, now the music's too low. No, Noodle, don't leave me. Because then you'll get feisty. Let me know if I should increase the music or not. Maybe keep it where it's at. Okay, Cadence! Hello, Cadence! Number 1! Skinwalkers need to eat, though. They're not all bad, but, you know, when they start affecting a rancher's livelihood or, like, eating people, that's when everyone gets concerned. Yeah, because they're usually living on the outskirts of the city, on a quantity of, like, woods, forest areas. They're not living in the city. Or even if the skinwalkers were, I'm sure that, like, in the cultural aspect, it'd be forbidden because of how dangerous it could be. Because it's said that skinwalkers, if they bite you, you turn into one. And then you have to serve the witch or warlock who created the original skinwalker. So it's like this long cycle of servitude towards someone else's, like, power, wants, and needs. I think that's why the story's forbidden. Because it's about somebody cursing land or people or individuals. And it can go on for years. Pretty scary stuff. I don't mess with black magic ever. So black magic is when it bends someone's freedom. It's called, yeah. White magic respects someone's free will, and black magic enslaves it. It's a very popular quote from the long, I think it's like a series, one season, and it's a Filipino animation series. What is it? It's called 𝑡RESE. And 𝑡RESE is like, so the Philippines is mixed with China colonized, Spanish colonized, so it's like a very multilanguage kind of, yeah, Filipino. Yeah, so that's their folklore. And it's really good. I recommend watching it. It's on Netflix. 𝑡RESE. Shinzo. I love old Western creepy stories. I do too. Has anyone ever seen the series? There's the old one and the new one. And it's called The Twilight Zone. My grandmother had us binge it when we would visit with her. Usually around Halloween. Oh my god. I love it. The story never leads to the conclusion you assume it to be. It kind of strays you away from what it's about until the end. And then you realize what the main character's going through. And it could be alien, psychological horror. It's not bloody. It's kind of all based on, like, almost like fear. Or like loss of connection from society and people. It's more like emotional and psychological horror. It's good. G.K. Alric Twilight Zone has some great stories. It does. We should watch it. Or will we get copyrighted? We might get copyrighted. But we can try. Muertos! Noodle is chaos. I should do another illustration of Noodle. She's a very needy bossa lady. I feel like I serve Noodle. Noodle's my master. There's me and then there's Noodle.
Writing all of this down, I can see why Grace thought I was overreacting. The plain facts of it didn't seem as bad at all. A friend I hadn't seen in years noticed me at my workplace, talked with me a bit, and then happened to move in right next to me. But I knew right from the start that there was something off about her. That's not something to ignore.
Damn right, Jack. If someone you happen to meet at work, you know, this situation, for example, I can see someone feeling on guard. You know, he has memory loss.
Paranoid? Yeah. But in this case, I was right to be paranoid. It's because I left my guard down that all this beep happened.
Why he's in a hospital bed.
Still no word from the doctor about when I'll be able to get out of here.
Making sure my mic is on.
In fact, I haven't seen him in days. I hope he's just busy.
Or Anna had to off him. Maybe the doctor found out the truth about Anna. That Anna's not his girlfriend, because that's what she told him. She's like, oh, I'm his girlfriend, yeah. And I happen to be a nurse. Can I, like, have him as my patient? Yeah. And the doctor's... I don't know, this is a very ridiculous story. The doctor's like,
yes, you can have him as a patient.
Yeah, it's redonkulous. It's like, you should not do that because that's inappropriate.
What if something happened to him? It's the paranoia taking over me again. No, that's not paranoia. That's plain stupid. Anna can't make a doctor disappear and get away with it.
See, is she like a government agent? Are we some type of terrorist or something? Because then that makes more sense why the government would send someone. And we just happen to know each other. I don't know, it's weird.
But I've got to say, if this doctor had disappeared, it wouldn't be much of a loss to the hospital, I think.
No, it would be a great loss because they need doctors. There's too many patients constantly coming in. It's a very stressful environment. But I think a lot of doctors, nurses, and people who work at hospitals, they stay because they feel that it brings them joy in some sense to help other people, but it is like an energy draining kind of occupation. So they do take days off within the week so they can kind of reserve sanity and like sleep.
I'll have to ask him to give me some neck exercises I can do. My neck hurts from craning my head to the side all the time to look at the sky. Well, at least the weather's bad now. I'm not looking there as much. It's weird how a little neck pain is causing me trouble, with how broken and battered the rest of me is. No, I probably shouldn't mention my neck to him. They might up my dosage. And what'll I do then, with my brain turned to mush?
Yeah, too much medication's not good for your body either.
Maybe then I'll be happy.
It can cause heart problems. Yeah, it's there to help you, but too much can do a lot of nerve damage. Depending on what it is, too.
In any case, I have things to do, and I need a clear mind to do them. I hope that what I'm writing makes sense. I hope I haven't gone down the rabbit hole already, and all I'm doing is scrawling line after line of meaningless chicken scratch. But that'd be pretty funny, I guess. In a pretty unfunny way.
Yeah, it's not funny, Jack. This is an awful situation to be in. Like, what about his mom or his dad? Like, there's no talk about his family.
August 12th. Anna's brownies were tasty.
Oh my god, Jack, you ate them. You're like, oh my god, I find you so suspicious. And you eat them? No, don't do what he did. I actually ate a spiked cookie before. So I was at university, and it was the final exam week. And everybody was so excited to be done with examination. So people were going around having potluck in their classrooms and stuff. And so as I was leaving to go like get picked up from school, so I did a collegiate program. So I actually had my remaining 2 last years of high school on a college campus. So the program allowed you to take courses for your high school degree and for your associate's degree. It's a new programs that they're coming up with so students can excel in their academics to get into the workforce faster. So then I was actually socializing not just with like teenagers, but mostly adults. So people 30, 40, 50, 60, 20s. So then students were allowed to kind of like mature faster. And I never felt uncomfortable around other adults. Most of the time they thought I was their age because of like your attitude. If you choose to be like mature and, you know, don't act goofy and ridiculous on campus because you can get reported for being a nuisance, you know, as long as you don't, you know, act like a child on campus, no one's gonna think that you're a teenager. So that's kind of how you would go about it in school because of the college campus environment. So then, anyway, so then, me ranting. So then these two girls were giving out cookies and brownies. And I was like, oh my god, free cookies. You know, my 16, 17-year-old self. I'm like, oh my god, I want a cookie. And they're like, we're giving it away for free because we have too many. And so I was eating it, right? I was like munching on it. And it turns out, I was like, wait a minute. I think this is spiked. Because not like rum or something. It's tasted like chemicals or something. So then I had someone else taste it for me. And they confirmed it was a crack cookie. Like a booty crack cookie. Not like bum bum, but yeah. So please be careful when you accept free food. Even on college campuses. From like fellow students. Because some of them just, you know, they have preferences on what they like to eat. And not all of it is like, you know, safe for consumption. For all I know, they were putting arsenic in cookies and feeding it to people. I don't know. Some people are crazy and they do weird stuff. So do be careful. He should not have eaten the brownies. I learned from experience because I felt funny. I was like, I don't feel right. I didn't eat enough to throw up, but I ate enough to feel lightheaded and dizzy. I was like, I don't feel good. Never again. Ever. Muertos! I miss King Snoopers. Free cookies. Oh, you miss free cookies? I wish I had free cookies. But like packaged cookies. GK Alric, but they were free brownies. I know. Gotta messy tulips. Noodle. Noodle, I'm gonna pick you up again. Because if not, she'll bark at the door.
I didn't have any, but Grace said so.
What? She tells you to eat it and you ate it? You weirdo! I mean, they're a couple, so... It's like Adam and Eve, the story, the biblical story. Eve ate the apple and then gave it to Adam, blah blah blah. Yeah, just blame Eve, Adam. Don't say that you consensually ate the apple. What weird stories. It's kind of like that. Grace wanted him to eat it. Oh, she's being nice, and you should totally eat the brownies. Yeah, hell no, I'm throwing them away. Yeah, no. If I was in a relationship with Grace, I'd be like, hell no, throw these brownies away. We're moving. I'm creeped out by her. I mean, if it's two women in a relationship, I'm sure the dynamic's different. You know what I mean? Than, like, the usual. I think, like, they'd be more in tune with each other compared to, like, the usual male and female. Because the hormones, the brain, development, depending on your age. I don't know, I feel like there'd be more understanding. Maybe. Or maybe Grace would totally be like, no, we're eating them together. Hell no, Grace.
I wanted to throw the brownies out into the trash, but Grace caught wind of them too quickly.
No, Grace!
She's like a bloodhound when it comes to sweet stuff. Chocolate specialty. Chocolate especially.
I tell Grace, girl, I'm gonna throw away these brownies and I'm gonna buy you some new ones. We're going to the store to buy you some brownies, okay? You know what? You don't want brownies because you're mad at me? I'll go buy you a chocolate cake. How about that? I'm like, I don't know this person too well. I don't trust their cooking because I can't guarantee we're not gonna get spiked or something. I'll buy you a chocolate cake, okay? That's what he should have done. Think smart, Jack, man. Compromise.
And then, of course, I had to explain where I'd got them.
Huh? Weird.
I know, right? There's no way it's a coincidence.
Yeah, it must be a sign.
A sign of what? That she's stalking me?
Or Grace! Maybe she's stalking Grace! Maybe it has nothing to do with us, Jack. But then she would have talked to Grace first. I don't know.
You know, it is weird that she was stalking me. Said she knew where I'd live, but then she didn't know about Grace.
Yeah, that's weird. Uh-huh, sure she didn't know.
I mean, she couldn't have known, with how surprised she was.
Yeah, yeah, the reaction. It adds up a bit in shock value.
I don't think she was acting. Was it just a coincidence then? No, absolutely not. That I refuse to accept.
I think I'll go say hi. I could make something for her too. Do we have any butter left? I want to bake her cookies.
Yeah, and then you'll eat most of them on your own.
Hey!
I don't see the point of going to see her, though. We'll see more of that enough of her anyway. We live so close by.
We're neighbors. I want us to get started on the right foot. And maybe she and I could be friends. Oh, hell no. She could be my ex. No. I think that'd be nice.
I wrapped my arms around her. Of course, you deserve that. But please, find a friend that's not her.
Why?
Once again, I couldn't properly explain why.
She's a creep, okay? I knew her back in high school. I can vouch on this.
I couldn't put it down as anything more than a hunch, a gut feeling I'd get whenever I was near her.
I've at least got to see her for myself, to see if she's really such a horrible person. I'm not saying she's awful, I'm just saying I don't feel comfortable around her, okay? I mean, guys can feel that way. If a guy's creeped out by another person, and they happen to be a lady, it's valid, it's okay to be creeped out. Trust your gut, buddies. Don't just be like, oh, you know, I'm just having stomach pain today. Yep, you know, just another poo-poo anxiety pain. Yep, it's normal. Nope, if you feel that way, it's okay. Just avoid and be polite and say nothing.
Trust me, you're better off without it.
Grace? Okay, Jack should have just been like, okay, go ahead. Whatever. She's gonna do it anyway.
The next day, in the afternoon, I was lying down on our sofa. I was nursing a headache that had been with me since morning. Grace told me she'd be right back.
Lies. She went to go see Anna. I bet you Grace is attracted to Anna. She's gonna leave me for another woman!
She went out of the apartment with something in her hands, and then a smell of freshly baked cookies.
Knew it!
Wafted out into the kitchen. I still look...
Jibba jibba.
It still took me about 2 minutes to piece the puzzles together. Oh shit, I whispered. I was immediately up.
You know what, Jack? Let her figure it out. Let her be a tonta.
Not good. Not good at all.
Oh my goodness, I sniffled. My nose! I got sniffles! I also caught food poisoning recently. I was eating something expired, and I didn't know it was expired. And I ate it anyway. It was delicious, but I didn't realize it until after, and then I was vomiting. It was disgusting. So yes, buddies, I caught food poisoning, but I'm still here. I'm trying. But I was able to take a poo-poo. I took a huge dumpy, and I was very happy about that. Buddies! I know TMI, but I was very happy. Because sometimes after a feast from the holidays, you get kind of, if you eat too much bread or cookies, or too much, like, you know, bakery stuff, you can get, you know, a little behind on the, you know what I mean.
Panic struck me harder than I would expect. It was like with Grace seeing Anna all by herself. Some vulnerable part of me was exposed. I wanted to bring Grace back and lock the door and keep her safe and never, ever let her out of my sight again. But I also didn't want to go in there. I just stood there, head in my hands, wondering what the hell to do.
Okay, listen, Jack. She's a grown woman. If she needs to figure it out for herself, let her do it. Trust her. It's okay for you to be weirded out. Maybe you guys don't have a good history and you just can't piece it together. That's okay. But if your girlfriend's gonna do it, just let her do it. It's like, told you not to play with fire, and you played with fire, and now our apartment is burned down. So you know what? Let her figure it out. She's a grown person, making decisions. You can't baby her, Jack. She's not a kid. She's your girlfriend, you know? similar ages. I think he's older than her, because Grace is in her 20s. Jack is in his, like, early 30s. GK Alric! Getting constipated sucks. It does. I was a little backed up and I was vomiting. I was like, please give me diarrhea! Whatever this was. Food poisoning? I'd rather have diarrhea than vomit. Because my family has some colon health issues. Yeah, it happens. I mean, it's better to know early on in life so you can monitor what you eat. You know, to a degree. But processed food, you know, you can't avoid it. It's everywhere. It's okay, budders. You're not alone! If you're constipated right now, you're not alone. But today I was thankful I was able to ease myself. And now my colon is free. Well, sort of. I mean, I guess not really, because your colon's always in use. I don't know. Well, I got to poo today, so congratulations, buddies. It's Belle! Hey, buddy. Long time no see. I'm Silvers! Oh, you changed your name. Got a messy cookies? Yes, cookies. She made cookies. I want some. I'd be like, I want some. Like, share with me, Grace. I want some of your food. What about me? She just leaves me there in the apartment. Not saying anything. Maybe she went to go eat them by herself. Some people are like that. They'll take off with their goodies and, like, leave you there in the dust. Sharing is caring, Grace.
All at once, I was telling myself to go there. You coward! But also to stay here, you idiot! And somewhere far away, a tiny little voice, very tiny, very little, was telling me I was overreacting. Then there came the sound of glass breaking.
Aw, shiz, buddies!
It had come from where else, on his apartment.
I
went to the wall that separated our apartments. Now there was no sound at all. Nothing to explain the crash. I finally overcame my cowardice. I dashed out of our apartment to hers.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! What happened?
When I got there, I saw broken glass and blood, and Grace kneeling down, and Donna stood above her.
I knew it. Why are you smiling?
And they were both smiling.
They're both psychos. I'm out. My girlfriend's crazy. The person I knew in high school's crazy. I'm out.
They stopped when they noticed me there, out of breath and confused.
Jack? Hi, Jack. Did you decide to join us? In breaking plates and being, you know, loud and rambunctious?
No, What the hell's going on?
This?
Anna waved her hand at the floor. All of the bits of glass. White ceramic, actually. There were also scattered cookies and drops of blood. Yes, that. Just looking at the blood made me feel sick, like I was going to throw up, but I couldn't peel my eyes away from it. I've always been like that around blood. I've never had the stomach for it. Grace was picking up the broken pieces of ceramic.
There was a little accident, that's all.
An accident?
Yeah, what else? Why are you laughing about it, you weirdos? Like if you get injured, you're not laughing. You're either upset, crying. I mean, no one's happy about bleeding on the floor. It's not a good sign, Jack. I don't know.
Grace, what happened?
It's my fault, really. But the cookies were hotter. Noodle! Please! Noodle, please come. Noodle. Noodle, come here. Stop being so jelly. You're such a jelly booty hole. Come on. Come on. Come, my booty hole. Come to mommy. The queen of other booty holes. Yeah. She's just bossy. She's just telling them what to do, Noodle. She likes to boss the other dogs around. She'll go over there and sniff their butt. I don't know if that's like a hierarchy thing. Or maybe they're just being friendly. I don't know. The cookies were hotter than I thought, so I dropped the whole plate. And it was Anna's plate, too. Be careful, Grace. You might cut yourself.
She cut herself already, look.
Huh?
She only now seemed to notice the blood around her.
But
Grace checked her hands, turned them around a few times to see from every angle, but no cuts were there.
It's not me. It's my blood.
What? Anna was, I just noticed, holding her left hand tightly with her right. There was a little blood still trickling down from between her knuckles.
Oh no!
Grace's hands hovered around Anna's. She looked willingly to help, but afraid she'd do something wrong.
How did this even happen? I tried to pick up some of the pieces. They're pretty sharp, aren't they? Hang on, Anna, I'm fine. I don't need you to do anything. Ooh, that scuff there. Sassy.
The way Anna just said that was forceful, almost harsh. Grace backed away.
I can still help.
She remembered I was there.
Jack, go get some gauze.
We have gauze?
Oh, so useless.
Frustrated, more frustrated than I'd ever seen her before, Grace ran off to get gauze herself. She left me there, in the belly of the beast. I tried being polite. Shame about the cookies.
A real shame. I didn't get to eat a single one. She should have just she should have just wrapped them in like a plastic container or something. Didn't have to be a plate. That way she could just put them away and store them from like being eaten by rodents. Because they're in apartments, so you're gonna have rats and mice. It'd be smarter that way, or bugs, infestations. Well, actually...
She picked up one with the free fingers on her left hand. Some of her blood got on the cookies.
Ew!
Before I could say anything, she ate it in one bite. Jesus.
It's not bad at all. They're still warm. Do you want one?
I'll pass. God, you make me sick.
That's not a very nice thing to say, Jack. If anyone else said it. But I'll forgive you.
She licked her lips.
Well, yeah, Jack, just walk out of there. You don't even have to talk to her if you don't want. If Grace wants to run off and marry Anna, go ahead. I don't care.
I should have left, but I was like a frog being stared down by a snake. I wonder what's taking Grace so long.
She must be flustered, poor girl. And so much worry about a tiny little cut.
It's not serious?
It's not.
How do you know?
I've seen a lot of cuts, Jack.
I can imagine. Anna laughed.
I'm a nurse.
That I couldn't imagine. It's still hard to believe, though I see proof of it every day. There's a lot of blood.
You don't believe me? Look.
She showed me her hand. The cut ran from the base of her thumb towards the middle of her hand.
Ew. Painful.
The wound was thin but long and ragged. The skin around the wound was pale and moist.
Disgusting, it's oozing.
Showing how fresh the cut was. I could have puked.
All she has to do is run into her own... Okay, hold on a minute. Pause, buddies. If Anna's a nurse, she would have immediately decided that eating a cookie full of blood... I mean, it may be her blood, and it's on the floor. I don't know, it's not sanitary. If a nurse does that... I don't know, guys. I know people can eat food off the floor or whatever, but I don't know. That's a little odd. Noodle, it's okay. So if she's a nurse, then she can go to her own bathroom, get her own aid kit, and handle it herself. She doesn't need help. That's why she told her, don't help me, I got it. She should just do it already. Stop talking to me, Anna. Go handle your mess. Go clean your wounds. Oh, does it look that bad? Don't worry, it won't even scar.
Stop that. You really, I don't remember what I was going to say. It wasn't nice in any case. What stopped me was Grace coming back.
I'm so sorry. There wasn't any gauze. Here.
She brought a roll of pink toilet paper.
Why is it pink? I hope this is, good enough. Thank you, Grace, but I don't need it. You don't? Is she a vampire? No, see. The blood stopped. Oh my god, she's a vampire! Who wants to bet she's a vampire? I didn't think it would go into fantasy world yandere kind of trope. She's a vampire. Or a zombie. No, maybe vampire. But is Sangwang. Hey yo, buddy. Kill or love? LOL says number 1. It was Thanksgiving that made everyone sick. Yeah. A few of us got, like, food poisoning, yeah. 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬 Everyone seems to be a yandere in this game. You know what? I think so. Grace is having feelings for Anna, and Anna has some obsessions. I hope it's not me, because that's too much. Yeah.
Anna flashed me a smile. The corners of her mouth were still red.
Proof of blood. Nasty.
August 13th. Good day today. Didn't see Anna once. But enough of that.
Maybe she's feasting off. Ooh, Noodle. Ah, Noodle farted. Ew. Noodle just took a stinky. Ooh, it smells like pickles. Ew. Yeah, she farted. I'm just sniffing. Yeah. Earlier it smelled like egg. And now it smells like pickles. Yeah, it's nasty. But she's still on my lap, so I'll have to suffer in silence.
After what happened when I left off yesterday, I was sure Grace and I were on the same page. But no. In the end, I was the one who cleaned up that bloody mess on the floor.
It's Anna's apartment. You clean it up, lady. I'm out. And Grace, if you want to hook up with Anna, go ahead. I'm going my own way, Anna. Grace. At this point, if your girlfriend's that interested in another person, you know what I mean? I mean, in this day and age, everybody's dating everybody. Doesn't matter. Love is love. So it can get confusing. You can't tell anymore. It's complicated. Go ahead, Grace. I don't care. Just tell me. Just tell me you're into women and you don't want me anymore. Just tell me, Grace. Just break up with me. Be honest.
In the end, I was the one who cleaned up the bloody mess on the floor. I threw away the cookies before Anna could get her hands on any more.
Grace, just tell me. Tell me the truth. It's okay, I won't judge you. After all, we've been together for a while. And we live together, so that says a lot. It says,
back in our apartment, Grace let out a long sigh.
It really is stinky. I gotta get perfume or something.
What a mess, am I right?
Yeah, and it was all my fault.
I meant Anna. You did just meet her, right?
Yeah?
And?
Well, I can't see why you've been avoiding her. If that's what you mean. Thank you. Finally, we're on the same page, Grace. As the main character. She's beautiful. I thought she would be some shy little girl or a crazy cat lady or something. But she's like a model.
What? No!
Don't try to deny it, Jack. It's why you don't want to go near her, isn't it? You don't want to be tempted? Oh my god, Grace, we live together. Are you for real? She creeps me out. And her blood, she healed out of nowhere, Grace. Is that not, like, proof enough she's a vampire?
I shook my head. I didn't really see her that way. Now, with a little more perspective, I can say it's true. What a waste of good looks.
Damn! It's just an insult. Because he thinks her personality's trash. But she's much more beautiful than me.
Hey, don't say that. She's not.
Yeah, she is.
Grace dropped her gaze to stare at her hands.
And she wasn't mad that I ruined her plate. She wasn't scared of the blood either. She's just so...
Took her hands in mine. They were cold. Grace?
Jack? Oh my gosh, I skipped it. He was giving her a compliment.
Jack said, you're beautiful and kind. More beautiful and kind than any other girl in the world. I'm lucky as hell to have you. Her cheeks burned. It must have looked like a tomato.
That's, okay. You could have said her face was red and peachy. Like plums and roses or something. Not a tomato. It's not as romantic.
I wasn't used to saying stuff like this.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean it. So don't say stuff like that. Okay?
Oh.
Grace blinked like she'd just woken up.
Oh. I've been saying a lot of dumb stuff, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm a real hassle, huh?
No, don't say that.
I just gave you a compliment. Are you ignoring me, Grace? I just told you something sweet. Even though I'm awkward and totally have no riz, man.
I don't say you're sorry either. Wait, and don't say you're sorry either. You've done nothing to feel sorry for. She apologized way too often.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a girlfriend before until Grace, so...
August 15th. I didn't write anything yesterday. The pain in my leg made it so I couldn't focus. It's been hurting like a beep these past few days. I gave in and asked the doctor about it.
Oh, he came back.
He's fine, by the way. Didn't disappear or anything. Must have taken a few days off.
As he should. He has a lot of patients in the hospital.
I asked him about the pain. I asked if he could do anything about it. Apparently the pain is a good sign. I think that's what he said. So I guess my leg is healing all right. But it still hurts. When the doctor went away, I complained out loud that it hurts. But the other patients must have thought that I was talking to him. The patients were now...
Wait, what? Let me drink some water. My voice is hurting. I'm not used to doing deep, deep voices for men characters and male characters. Jesus. Whew. Maybe I should gargle or something.
The patients are not the same as you guys, I mentioned before. Maybe one is, but that's all.
What does that mean? Like they're different or something? Like new people? But is Cheeky Alric pickled farts from noodles. LOL, it's stinky. She keeps trying to escape from me. You can't hide your gassy noodle. Oh, can you guys still see the... Oh, you can see the text. Shinzo, I'm back. Phone died. I'm glad you're back, buddy. Let's figure out what's happening in this chapter. Let me gargle. Let me try gargling. Because my voice... Okay, I think that helped. Whew. It's all that pickled fart I just smelled. Yeah, I need a spray. But I have to go to the bathroom for a spray. It's too far away.
The others went away. To another part of the hospital or home. Or maybe to the morgue.
That's okay.
I don't know, I wasn't keeping track. So I said something about how my leg hurt, and the guy on the bed next to me, a kid, actually, can't be more than 18 or 19, starts talking to me. I think he was saying how he's in a lot of pain too.
Aw, you're bonding.
Couldn't understand most of it, though. His jaw had been wired shut.
Oh.
Anything he tries to say turns into moans and a lot of drool.
That happens. I got some jaw issues too, but not like that.
Then a nurse came in, not Anna, and told him he couldn't speak if he wants his mouth to get better. So he silenced himself.
It says beep, but yeah.
Not much else has happened, but my leg really is bothering me. It's a deep pain. It doesn't feel like it's healing. It feels wrong, in a way that makes my teeth hurt too. I'll stop the leg now. I have to get my mind off of it. It hurts so much. I'll check where I left off the day before yesterday and go from there.
Oh yeah, revisiting memories. You're not coming with us? Again?
No, I don't feel like it.
But Anna's so great to hang out with. I know she has a crush on her. She's gonna leave us. Oh well. Get another girlfriend, Jack. You'll be fine. Maybe, I don't know. Depends on how much he loves her now. Yesterday we went window shopping and then we went to the cafe and we had ice cream in the park. Sounds like a date. The fuck? Are you admitting to dating Anna? I don't want a third wheel.
Sounds fun.
It was. Anna's a really interesting person. You should give her a chance. I want us all to be friends. Hell no! You said she's really pretty. Aren't you, like, nervous that I could date Anna? So please come along.
No, I'll pass. Sorry. A moment later, Anna came in without knocking. She never knocked anymore.
What? Ready, Grace? Yeah, in a minute.
Grace heaved a sigh.
Are you sure you don't want to go? You guys are both ladies. You guys do your own girl thing. I'm gonna go hang out with the dudes, man.
Yes, I'm sure. So go have fun without me.
Okay, then some other time.
We kissed. Have fun.
We will. Bye. And they left me alone to my demise.
Grace and Anna became friends.
Uh-huh.
Good friends, very soon after they first met. I was against it, but I found it so hard to complain, seeing Grace so happy. They spent quite a lot of time together. Whenever I said anything about this, Grace would tease me. She'd say I was jealous.
I am jealous because you're hanging out with somebody else other than me. A lot. You're hanging out a lot. In this day and age, yeah, it's normal to get jealous because you never know. Somebody gonna take your lady.
But she would also invite me to come with. I always declined. I eventually got used to it, and things were quiet for a while.
Not quiet for me. Noodle, come to mommy. Come, Noodle. Please. Okay, she's calming down. Please, Noodle. Please come to me. I'll accept you even for your pickle farts. Come on. Please. And I got her.
Once at the store, I was applying discounts during work hours.
Making sure the mic is on.
It should have been done before we opened up, but someone had been slacking off. I won't point fingers. It was Don, the old guy. So I was the one stuck wondering what kind of dog food the 20% should go on, or something like that. The lists they gave us were always terrible, so full of corrections you could barely read them.
Scribble scrabbies.
As I was about to choose at random where to apply the discount sticker, someone put a hand on my shoulder.
Anna, just because you're good friends with my girlfriend doesn't mean you can touch me.
Oh, Anna. There was a tightness in my chest, but it passed within seconds. As I said, I've gotten used to it. She didn't scare me anymore.
Hi. How are you, Jack?
I'm alright, thanks. Hey, random question. Do you like big dogs or small dogs?
Huh? Big dogs, I guess.
I see. I bent down and placed a sticker reducing the price of the dog food that had one of those wiener dogs on the packaging. Grace is in the break room, by the way.
I know, I was just there. That's against the employee handbook. You can't bring people who are not employees in the back. Because you can't guarantee they won't steal or nothing. Or do something. Grace is slacking off. She can get reported for that too. Yeah, people don't play. That's how it is. They'll use it as blackmail. I know, I was just there. But I wanted to see you.
Yeah? Why?
I haven't seen you at all for the past week, you know? Didn't you notice? Sorry, I stuttered. Shinzo, buddies. Making sure I'm up with chat. Keeping up.
I guess.
I was called into work a lot, and you must have been busy here too.
Yep, busy.
We should meet more often. Yeah, not alone. Are you crazy? Grace would go psycho on my butt. After all these years apart, we must have a lot of stories to tell, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Anna needs to chill her titties. Calm your titties, Anna. We don't have to be friends. You can be friends with my girlfriend, just... Because it happens like that. That's how people will cheat. They'll cheat with, like, their partner's best friend or something, whatever. Because you see them all the time. Yeah, no. Hell no. Jack, you mentioned dogs, right?
Yeah.
Was that because of Buddy?
Who's Buddy?
So you really don't remember anything?
Nope. I don't remember this Buddy, and I don't remember knowing you, either. Of course now I do know about Buddy.
Who's Buddy?
I don't remember his breed or how old he was, or anything other than his name. really, but I do know of him. A certain picture book told me.
That's really too bad. But it's all coming back to you, I'm sure.
Who knows?
Buddy was a really sweet dog. You liked him a lot.
I shrugged.
And he loved you, but then again, the dog loved everyone. He was so trusting.
Too trusting? I'm sure he was.
Are you really fine with not knowing how much of your life? Oh, of not knowing much of your life. Jack?
Yeah, I am. I'm used to it by now. I think it would feel weird if I could remember, actually.
I suppose it's easier in a way, isn't it? There are some things best forgotten after all, aren't there?
Yeah. Yeah, of course there are. And I wish some of those things would have had the decency to stay forgotten. Why mention it now, though?
Oh, no reason. I was just a little curious.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so it's uh-huh, not huh. Okay, got it.
I didn't believe her. I sensed that there was something in particular she wanted to help me remember. I don't know what that is now, but I still don't know why she wants me to remember what she did. It was some sick form of love? Or does she want to finish the job? Or is it both? I don't know. I really don't know. Her mind is as much of a mystery to me now as it ever was.
Did she kill her dog? That's messed up. Interlude, Anna in Wonderland. Dear Diary, I found him. He was beautiful. It was like fate. It was fate. As soon as I came to the city, I caught his scent in the air. A little, but mostly I smelled homeless people and gasoline. Why did you go all the way out here, Jack? You love nature, the smell of pines, where we grew up. I was ready to spend weeks looking for you, Jack. Or months, years if I had to. I even got a job at the hospital here. They're understaffed, so it was really easy. It's her perspective. Okay, got it. Alright, you guys ready to hear her feelings? I can already sense them. She has some passion for this dude. She hasn't seen in years. But there you were, in the first store I went to. I didn't even go in to look for you. Fate, fate, fate. But you were a little strange. Surely you recognize me, right? I haven't changed that much, have I? I mean, it's been a while, and I have tried to make myself pretty for you in every way I can think of, but you knew it was me, right? I knew it was you. You haven't forgotten me. Were you pretending? Playing a game? Yeah, that must be it. Well, I'd love to wait and see what you're going to do, dear. But I've been a patient girl far, far too long. Unhinged. It's unhinged! Is she our wife? Are we married? Okay, if we were married... 𝐏𝒂𝒊𝒂𝐻𝐵. Hi. Salamat pagi. Buddy. Salamat pagi? Does that mean, like, salutations? Salutations, buddy! 𝑑𝐴𝑠, buddy. I might have mentally lost my life. I hope not, buddy. But welcome to live stream! Serafine Cross. Oh, you're so cute. I love the bunny on your head. Thank you. Brandon Gomez. Ayo, buddy. Huh? So now we're learning... So we got Jack's prologue, so we got his perspective of the situation, but now we're getting the yandere girl. Or at least we presume her to be. What if we're married? Like, what if? If we're married, she should be like, oh yeah, Jack's my husband and he ran away from home for some reason. She should just say that to Grace. Hey Grace, you're dating my husband. He went AWOL and left me behind. So I came to track him down and bring him home to pay bills. Or alimony bills. Maybe we got divorced or something. Maybe we married? Anna and Jack, maybe they married young. And then something happened and he took off. Like a wiener. I mean, I guess it's relatable. If something tragic happened, it's okay to leave your life behind. I guess. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. He should have at least talked about it with the people he loves and cares about. I don't know. Maybe he did something really awful, or maybe she did something terrifying. We're gonna find out. Dear Diary, Friday. Jack Friday. Oh, that's weird. I knew he changed his name to that, but it's just so funny, isn't it? We'll have to change it back, Jack. for when we were married. We were married! Oh my god! We were married? What, we were married to this lady? I knew it. Jack, you scandal! You scandalous man! So we're married to Anna. And now we're dating Grace. I'm gonna eat my peppermint. I have a peppermint in front of me. I bought candy canes the other day. And I just feel like I can't breathe because my room smells like puppy boo-boo. And noodle farted pickle smells. So I'm gonna eat it because it's stinky in here. Oh, now they're growling at each other. We're married! We'll have to change it back, Jack, for when we were married. I want the real one to follow my first name. Jack Friday. It made me giggle when I saw it on your employee records, darling. I just had to peek, nothing more. That's why she befriended Grace. That's why! She befriended Grace, our girlfriend. And yeah, but maybe we're divorced. I don't know. People marry in a year and divorce the second year. True but sad, buddies. It's true. Am I too tiny? Let me get bigger. I think I'm too tiny. I'm way too tiny. So you guys can see my shock value. See my shock value. I thought she was crazy, but it's our wife. Uh-oh. Minty. Candy canes, man. Delicious. So yeah, she befriended Grace because of it. I just to see you where you live. I wanted to follow you home at first, but then I thought, hey, wouldn't it be insanely romantic if the next time I saw you, we lived right next to each other? Be honest with me, Anna. Just say, hey, you're my husband. I got documents to prove it. You lost your memories and now you're dating someone else. I'm concerned. I want you to come home. So that's why we're being medicated in the hospital. I know you're playing your little game of, you don't know me anymore, but that's not too much, is it? Being neighbors? You won't be angry, right? Even if it makes you angry, I have to at least do this, right? I can't wait anymore. I'm tired of being by myself. I waited this long already. I prepared for you so much. Maybe you won't be mad. Please don't be mad. Please. P.S. One other thing, darling. The street where you live? Isn't it a terrible part of town? Run down and cheap and even dangerous? I haven't been here for so long, but I think that's right. Is that part of your game too? And working in a store, that must be it as well. Someone like you should never work there. Instead, you should be a... Gosh, I can't even imagine what. And isn't that perfect? I don't want you working anywhere. I want you all for me. So our relationship got a little too crazy, too obsessive. She became too possessive. Some obsession with having us there, but possessive meaning like she says like you have to be with me. It's not necessarily like I love you and I appreciate spending time with you. It's more of like you have to be with me. It's like we're an accessory, like a purse or a car, and some people, it's hard to tell the difference in a relationship, I'm sure, if they're possessive of your well-being or if they just want you around a lot. Because sometimes they have to have someone in their life. They have to have anyone. And she chose Jack. She's like, you have to be the one for me. And it's okay if they're not, you know? I think Anna has to sort through some things for herself too. So she can move on. Because Jack isn't the guy for her, if that's the case. If this is all true, and it's not made-believe, because I'm thinking she's yandere, right? We're thinking Anna's yandere and she's obsessed with him, and in her mind they're married. But maybe, what if? She needs to tell him, we're married. You ran away from home, forgot your memories. Be honest with me. Do you want a divorce or something? She should, because it's not fair on both ends. Jack isn't being honest. And they both need to come clear so Grace doesn't get hurt. Because it's not Grace's fault. She doesn't know. You know, it's a very messy situation where he wants to start over. Anna wants to get some type of closure. And that's why it's maddening. She could have just called the police on him. Hey, my husband ran away from home again. He's not well. He says he forgot his memories. Can you go, like, escort him home or to a hospital so he can get checked out? Because I'm concerned about his well-being. It says... 𝐏𝐿𝑍𝑽𝑗 𝑦𝑗. Yowzers. Jezu. Arigato! Hey, buddy. I know, no. Shinzo? Oh my god, yes. GK Arik. Well, Jack doesn't have memory of his past, so he wouldn't know he was married. See, that's what I'm wondering, because he knows some things, but not everything. So he is, like, he has memory loss. He should just come, like, forward with it. Dear Diary, the street is worse than I thought. God, the smell. You really know what you're doing, Jack. Do you? What if we're both vampires? Because remember, she healed. Her injury disappeared. What if we're vampires and Grace is about to become our next victim? I really want to eat the peppermint stick. 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬, bro went from tiny to gigantic. Hell yeah, I did. As someone who was in a horrible relationship for 4 years, she is definitely crazy. She cray-cray, man. You think so, 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬? What if she's a vampire, though? Our yandere vampire wife. Does it sound so bad? What if we're a vampire? Because, I don't know, like maybe she's immortal or something. Definitely had to drink water. Do you really know what you're doing, Jack? No, I shouldn't doubt you. I know. The rent is cheap, at least. Very cheap. But more important than that or anything else, there was a vacancy right next door to your apartment. I can't wait to move in. We'll be neighbors, and I'll see you so much of you, it will make me drunk. Okay, yeah, that's a bit much, but it's in her diary, so she's writing it down in confidence that no one's gonna read it. So there's a lot of honesty here, compared to her conversations with him. Because in her conversation, she's downplaying it like she doesn't know him, blah blah blah, or she does, but not really. I mean, whatever, I guess. For now. What a beautiful dump. I said this to the landlord when I brought my things here. He thought I was complaining. He said I should have checked out the apartment before I rented it. He's an idiot. There would be a swarm of rats or roaches living in the apartment, or crack addicts for that matter, and I wouldn't give a darn. But still, I can't keep it dirty forever. I have to practice my homemaking skills. Time to make this dump a home. Yeah, she's on a whole nother level. Because in her head, we're married, we're together, blah blah blah. I got a side chick and we're dating and living together. I don't know, she should take a hint and move on. I'm a lost cause playing Jack. Yeah. Dear Diary, just back from a quick jog. Gotta stay in shape. And the brownies are just about done. Did you leave your oven on as you went jogging? Don't do that, it's dangerous. The whole apartment could burn down. I mean, unless that's what you want. I know, I should have kept an eye on them. But I've been doing this for long enough, you know? The brownies are perfect. Not burnt, not raw, just right. I hope he likes them. She's like, I want you to eat my brownies. There's a superstition, buddies. Okay, this is something that I've been told by brujas. Because I've met all sorts of people in life. I'm sure we all have. So, I was told that if you drop your... Like, it's really disgusting, but I would tell you anyway. Okay, TMI. I hope you like... It might burn your ears and your eyes. So some people, they'll go to a bruja and they'll ask, hey, I'm in love with someone. How can I make them love me more? And so then... I was told by my grandmother, because she would socialize and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, and she said the superstition was that you drop your, you know, every month Mrs. Rose comes to visit you. Well, you drop that in a cup and you make that person drink it and they'll love you and they'll stay with you forever. Or something ridiculous like you get their underwear and you bury it somewhere in the yard. Those are those superstitions I've been told by brujas. My grandmother was a bruja. Dun dun dun! Dramatic effect, yeah, she was. Yeah, I have several relatives. Yeah. It's just how it is, you know. You got a witch in the family. It's cool. Not all of them are bad. They're pretty chill, like modern day. Yeah. 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬. What? Bro, nah. Yeah, I'm not kidding. 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬, give me a sip of your water. I'm dying. That sounds horrible, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, she's like madly in love. But yeah, it's a true story. Some witches will tell you, not all of them. There's some things that not all of them will tell you, but that's the story I was told. You bury their underwear in your backyard, and they'll love you forever. They'll like be bound to being attracted to you or something like that. It's so weird. It's kind of gross and weird, but that's what they do. Yeah, now you know the secret. Now you know some disturbing cultural belief that how to make someone love you forever. So yeah, the woman will drop her Mrs. Rose blood that she gets every month into a cup and have them drink it. I think like for like regularly for a while, and then you do it minimally and they'll love you forever. It's disgusting. 𝑑𝐴𝑍𝑽𝑬, this is the reason why I'm immature for my age. No, it's okay. We're all here to have a good time, but yeah, true story. Let me know what your reaction to that is. It's unhygienic, it's disturbing, and it's true. I've heard it. I've heard it from brujas in the family. They're like, no, that's actually true. Like, some people do that, and in some extent, it's disgusting, but I hope scientists can prove it. They're like, does this chemically change something in your body to be more attracted to this person if you're ingesting a piece of them? I don't know. It's possible. 𝑑𝐴𝑍𝑽𝑬, oh my god, dude, please stop talking. Ah! True story. Jack, I don't know if I can go on. Who is this girl? I'm the one for you. The only one for you. And yet you... I know this is a part of your plan, but you didn't have to do it this way. Why are you being so cruel to me? I have to work now. Wait, am I rich? Am I a rich dude with money? And I'm pretending to forget my previous wifey so I can save my money? Am I saving it? I work a cheap job and have a cheap apartment. I don't care. I'll go to sleep. What do you mean you have work now? What's wrong with your job occupancy? Maybe I am wealthy. We're playing Jack and we're secretly a wealthy millionaire. Dear Diary, I cried all the bad feelings out. Things don't seem to nearly as bad now. Jack is testing me, so I have to show him that I have what it takes. There is nothing at all. I can do this. Jack is a lost cause. He's a twerp. Get over him. Dear Diary, I met him today. Because he's pretending not to know, but secretly he kind of knows, but not completely knows. It's a mess. He needs to seek treatment. Like Grace said, go get some therapy. Go talk about it with a doctor. Get some medication, something. I met her today, Grace. I hope she doesn't get in my way. She's a sweet girl, but she's clumsy. She dropped a plate, my plate too, of cookies, and there were cookies and broken pieces of porcelain everywhere. I'm pretty clumsy too, I guess, but I cut myself on the shard when I tried to pick it up. Jack came in just as I got cut. He must have sensed I was hurt. There was a lot of blood for a wound so small. The blood reminded me of that time. It always does. Wait a minute, are we an abusive person, or were we abused? Or is it both? Because what if we did something to... What if we injured or harmed Anna out of frustration in our previous relationship because we were married? If I'm running with that story to piece the puzzles together. Maybe we had an incident and we're surprised to see Anna alive because she should have been dead, but secretly she was a vampire or something. I showed it to Jack. He looked like he was going to vomit. Great acting, Jack. No, he secretly was gonna vomit. He's different now. I love you. Yeah, I don't know. Anna, I don't think he loves you back. Dear Diary, I've gotten better at playing along with Jack's little game. Oh, Noodle keeps farting. It's stinky. It's so stinky. But I have to hold her, if not she'll go crazy and start barking at the walls and the other dogs. She doesn't like the rats. I've been hearing them in the attic. They're getting feisty. I've gotten better at playing along with Jack's little game. I've seen him a lot more now, everywhere I go. And it smells like pickles now. Nearly half of those times, I'm not even trying to make our paths cross. Fate. I'm also seeing Grace a lot more. She's always asking me to go somewhere with her, for a chat. And she's always coming over to my apartment without Jack. She's become a real bother, honestly, but I act nice. That girl tells me things about Jack, after all. Though of course she doesn't know anything about him and that I don't. That's because she doesn't really know Jack. I know. But now I know what he's pretending to be like. He told Grace that he has amnesia. That's a little unoriginal, Jack, don't you think? That's okay, though. She believes you. She's dumb. Noodle, please. Please, Noodle. I took her out to poop and pee, but she refused and started playing in the puddles. If I take Noodle out to potty, she'll spend like 30 minutes playing with flowers. I'm like, Noodle, please go poop and pee, and she just rolls around. Dear Diary, I'm troubled. I'm starting to think that Jack is not pretending. What if he really has forgotten all about me? No, I can't have that. I need a sign, Jack. Just one little sign. So that I know you remember. One sign. Anything is fine. Getting desperate, I see. It's okay. You loved him, and you guys were married, so... Dear Diary, Jack doesn't remember me. I'm pretty sure of it now. He doesn't remember anything. Darn. But that's a good thing. He hasn't been acting cold on purpose. I'll give his memories a little jog, and that'll be that. Good as new. But this also means that he's serious about Grace, that girl. We can't have that. No, no, no. I'm starting to see her true colors. She's a filthy seductress, all right. She's also an idiot. She invited me for dinner tomorrow at her apartment. Their apartment. Her and Jack's apartment. The apartment they're sharing together. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, enough of this rant. I just can't, Anna. I can't. I understand that you guys had a relationship. Probably married. It didn't work out. You need to find self-healing and move on. Maybe not right away, just eventually. But this is just too much. For an ex. This is just way too much. Tracking where he lives, moving there, changing occupations, moving all your stuff. It's like, hold on, girl. Like, he's a grown man. He doesn't need saving. The girl he's with isn't a seductress. They're literally in a relationship together. It's okay. It's hard, I'm sure, to see someone you love, you care about, had a connection with, dated, married, probably. I don't know, maybe they were married for a short period of time after high school. Some people do that. Sweethearts will marry. But she needs to totally just calm her titties and move on. 𝑗𝑘, ugh, rats. Me no like them. The female rats are huge for some reason. I don't know if that's a genetic thing. Noodle. Trying to hold her with me so she doesn't go barking again. The apartment they're sharing together. Without me. Anna, calm your titties, okay? Jack is, like, if Jack's being inconsistent and he needs some help, let him go get help. If you're not married anymore, he's not something you have to worry about. He's a grown man making his own decisions, let him be. We're not doing a threesome, okay, Anna? I'm just not up for that. Playing Jack, sorry. August 16th. Terrible day, really awkward. Anna was hovering around me. Oh wait, this is him, right? What does that even mean? Oh, it's him.
August 16th. Terrible day, really awkward. Anna was hovering around me all day. I swear she was here for more than 2 shifts. Now the bell... Now how...
Blah, blah, blah.
How the bell... Does that work?
Oh, someone misspelled it. They meant...
How the hell does that even work? Couldn't write at all.
Oh my gosh! The misspelling is showing that he's losing his mind.
She's only gonk now, and it's after midnight.
I'll mispronounce it on purpose because it's intentional.
Guess I should mark the 17th then, not the 16th, or who cares? Not that I have to write in the dark, but that's Finnick. I don't see it being a problemic. So not long after.
Wait, do you guys want me to read it correctly, or do you want me to mispronounce it like the character? Because I think he's either being heavily medicated now, or like he said, it's in the dark he's writing. So he's like writing what he's saying. I don't know. I feel like even if you're in the dark, you can at least write it correctly, even if just scribbled, kind of. So I don't know. I don't think he's okay. This is Jack's perspective now. It kind of did a big jump. 𝑑𝐴𝐻. You should see the rats. They breed here in Japan if you think those are huge. Are you for real? Are they bigger like cats? They say in New York that rats are the size of cats. They're huge. They're just big chupstas. Bro, read correctly. Thank you. Okay. I know, because he's mispronounced. He's like, he's not writing right because he's not well. And medication and hospitalization and stuff.
Did I write about Anna coming to see me at the store that one time? Yeah, I did. Not long after that, Grace invited Anna over for dinner.
I'm dyslexic, so I can totally read this, guys. Dyslexic champion over here. Yeah.
Should have told me before asking Anna. Not that I should have said no. I didn't have an excuse to say no.
Hell yeah, buddies. My, being made this way, because it's a brain thing. It's like a neuron, kind of like brain. I think they call it... Yeah, it has to do with your brain neurons. It's just the patterns show that you think differently, so you process information at a different rate, and it's kind of like a different... They call it like a thought process. But yeah, hell yeah, it's become a life skill. I'm gonna flex now, I'm super flex. I can bring out my muscles, but then I don't know if you guys are into that. I got some muscular arms I can pull out.
But I mean, she only told me about the dinner a few hours before it. Yes, I was preparing for a really relaxing evening, and all of a sudden, Grace says we should start making dinner. And oh no, I forgot to tell you, Jack,
is what she said.
Shouldn't be so bitter and childish. People forget it happens. She didn't mean anything bad by it. It still rubbed me the wrong way, though. Anna was going to invade my home and be there for hours. And I'm pretty sure I had every right to be angry about that. No, I'm sure. I should have seen her packing the first time I saw her. And then when she moved and then when she moved in next to us, a million times after that.
Wait, what?
I should have the fault in mine. But yeah, dinner.
Noodle, please stop farting. Maybe she has to poo-poo. I tried taking her outside, but it's raining and it's cold, and she just looked at me like I was crazy. Noodle! The food tastes amazing, Jack.
Thanks, I barely made anything.
Chapter 4, goodbye. Damn, let's save real quick. Let's save it real quick, yeah. Quick save complete. So what do you think, buddies? GK Hour keeps losing it. 𝑑𝐻𝑖, they're like cats, yeah. Damn. Has anyone... Okay, wait. 𝑑𝐻𝑖, has anyone in Japan... I mean, I'm not sure if you live there or if you have, like, experiences being there. Maybe. It seems so. That you've, like, lived there for a period of time. I mean, you don't have to, like, explicitly share how much, because, doxing and stuff. But, has anyone ever reported in Japan that they've been attacked by rats the size of cats? Is that a thing? There's a horror movie we should watch. I won't give too much detail on that, because someone can go around taking my ideas, hopping into stream and be like, what's little Sprinkles doing? What's she planning to do? I mean, I'm little, I don't think they care. I'm not like some, big time streamer. But that's how they do it. That's how they get ideas, good ideas or bad ideas. I'm gonna keep that one to myself. But yeah, we can watch some horror movies together. I got some in mind. Yeah, the spooky ones. As long as we don't get copyright strike. We can do it on a different platform, maybe. 𝑑𝐻𝑖, like me! You're losing it? I hope not.
Thanks, I barely made anything.
That's not true, is it? You were in charge of the rice.
Yeah, the rice. It ended up mushy.
I think it's delicious, says Anna.
Anna ate it like it was the tastiest thing in the world.
Anna, calm your titties.
An idea popped into my mind. If I bore her, she might leave early. Thanks. But the chicken is much better. And it's incredible how you could make anything decent in the oven we have, Grace.
Oh, don't talk about the oven, Jack. It's embarrassing.
I'll bet you've never seen a greasier oven, Anna. I swear to God.
I tried to clean it, but nothing works. I don't know what the previous owners did to make it that dirty. Use Mr. Clean. The products work amazing.
And that's not even the biggest problem, is it, you said?
Yeah. The light in the oven barely works. And don't get me started on the heating. It's so sketchy.
Yeah, all of that. And you still managed to make something this good? What do you say, Anna?
It's tasty. It reminds me of home. Have you tried remembering what home was like, Jack?
I swallowed, choked, and coughed.
Damn! She knew it. Anna's like, I know you're trying to get rid of me, Jack. I was your wife. I was your wife, man. I know.
What? What's with that all of a sudden? Anna smiled and went on eating.
Ah, you bish! You bill! I was just wondering.
No, I have not tried to remember what home was like. I don't see why I have to.
Yeah, because he moved on. Take a hint, Anna. You gotta find another man to pay your bills. Go pay your bills elsewhere, Anna. Go find you a real man that's honest with you and tells you, hey, our marriage isn't working out and I'm moving on to somebody else. In a dirty city where rent is cheap and I work a sketchy job. Yeah.
I'm fine without it.
Alright. It's a shame, though.
Tough.
Jack?
Yeah? What is it, Grace?
I'm with Anna on this one. Are you for real? This is why I didn't want her here, Grace. I don't need my past coming to haunt me. I'm trying to move on. Hana... Jesus Christ. I said Hana. Anna tracked me down, Grace. Conveniently moves next door after one conversation. And behind the scenes, she's insisting we were married. Grace, you already shared that you feel uncomfortable with the fact that Anna's very attractive and has a wonderful personality, and that you're afraid we'll be tempted to cheat on you. Seeing that you have trust issues, you invite her over for dinner, befriend her. I mean, I'm just saying, Grace brought it upon herself to be this. Noodle, your farts are so intense. I'm breathing nothing but gas clouds over here. I'm being strung. Under 7 minutes, buddy! Diesel! Why whenever you respond to me, you say my name in an anime voice? No, this is my voice. Yeah. A lot of VTubers, they just use their regular voice. Some of them will try to play a persona, whatever feels comfortable to them. But now this is me, man. This is all me. So, for anybody who doesn't know, I'm trying to go on my journey to be a voice actress. Just starting small as a VTuber. So we can read light novels, horror games together. I voice characters, kind of practice. Enjoy hanging out with my peeps, my buddies. I just, Noodle. I don't know what Noodle ate. What did you eat, Noodle? All she ate was like regular pup chow. Dog chow. I don't know why she's this gassy. I'm with Anna on this one.
You are?
Yes.
Even after you said you were fine with me deciding what goes on in my head?
I'm trying to think of what's best for you. That's right. Forget you, Anna. Get out of here. I'm not here to be cornered by a bunch of people saying they want to help me. That's why I ran away from home. Yeah, man. Leave me alone. Let me heal on my own and at my own pace. You can't force me to remember everything. Just because it's convenient for both of you, I'd get up and I'd leave. Forget you both. You don't respect my privacy. I mean, it's different because you're in a relationship with Grace, but Anna should totally back off. He needs some time to figure himself out. It's for the best. You can't spend your life running away from the past. Face it now. Be a man. It's not healthy to look so much of yourself away. Or to lock so much of yourself away. It can't be. You have to agree, Jack. Stop forcing me! Okay, be free, Noodle. No more farts, because she's farting on me. She's totally farting on me. Please stop farting. I guess you can't. You just gotta come out. Man, she's stinky. You smell like boo-boo. Noodle, come back to me. Because she tries breastfeeding, because she's towards the end of her breastfeeding phase with the puppies. So her nipples are going down, but there's still like some milk being produced. So I have to give the puppies time to take away the rest of the milk that's like in her, like, you know, her breast area. Because if not, I can tell it's uncomfortable. So it eases the pain, but she's definitely like, she's not producing as much anymore. Yeah, the process behind the scenes. Whew! Let me get some, dang it, my perfume's not here. Well, I have another perfume, but it's very strong. Yeah. 𝑗𝐴, buddy. Yellow says 𝑗𝐴. Yeah. You have to agree, Jack.
didn't reply. I was eviscerating a chicken drumstick.
Anna, I didn't tell you this, but at night, at least once a week, Jack.
That's enough!
How dare you! Let me turn up the volume. I don't think you guys can hear it. I don't know why the volume fluctuates so much. I hate it. I have to adjust it from 50, then I have to adjust it back to 42, 37. It's maddening.
That's enough! I banged my fist on the table, then was immediately ashamed that I lost my temper.
I think it was abusive. Maybe we have like anger issues and we lashed out at Anna. She didn't die and we're trying to run away from the past. Because we might have murdered our wife or attempted murder.
But I couldn't back down. This has got to do with me and only me. Stay the hell out of it, both of you.
Yeah, you both are crossing the line. I'm not well. And you're trying to force me to be at your pace, at your level of thinking. And that's not okay.
Do you understand?
Why are you so...
Ugh, it's no good.
Jack, if Grace doesn't understand, you should totally just go your different paths. He should just break up with Grace, move on, try again. Or maybe confront Anna, tell her, hey, I don't want any part of my past. I'm moving on. Leave me alone.
I've never gotten this angry before. I needed to be alone. I walked off to another room, but that didn't help. I could still hear their murmurs and their whispering. They were talking about me. I distressed in a hurry.
Huh? What are you going out, Jack? Hell yeah, leave me alone, ladies.
I nodded.
Have fun. Wait, don't go. I'm sorry I keep insisting so much. I know I'm just trying to help, right?
Yeah.
Then please don't be mad. Stop being persistent. Leave me alone. That's it. I'd break off with Grace. I'm like, Grace, you don't get me. You're not respecting my boundaries. You're ignoring my requests to not befriend certain people because they make me uncomfortable. And yeah, no. Grace isn't being understanding at all. She set in motion that, I gotta help you. I gotta do this for you. I gotta do that. And it's like, no, I didn't ask you to help me. Please just stop. It's too much.
I couldn't stop being angry.
Well, he has every right to be upset. And he's choosing a smart move to leave the situation because he doesn't have to stay there and take it. He can just walk off because I'm sure he has reasons. It's not just because. You don't just walk out of your life and pretend you have amnesia because someone, did something minor. Something big happened.
It was stronger than me.
Can you do just one thing for me? Just so I know I did all I could?
Do what?
Can you say you're fine with... No, please say that you don't want to remember. Can you do that for me? Really, Grace? I already told you. I'm trying to leave it be. Fuck, man. This is intense.
Of course. I hesitated longer than I thought I would. Suddenly it struck me. I was being childish as hell. But in the end, my anger and my stubbornness won over. I don't want to remember. There, are you happy now?
Seriously. Grace, there's gotta be more in your life than me. You know what I mean? Like, more stuff to focus on. Like a hobby, Grace. Get a hobby. Stop pestering me. Jesus. What's up with me being attracted to obsessive women? Persistent women. It's okay to be determined and goal-oriented, but this is just a lot. Too much focus on Jack. She need to calm your titties, Anna. Calm your titties, Grace. Calm down. Do something else. Like, focus on work or something. I don't know, arts and crafts, hobbies, book club, something.
I wanted things to stay as they were. That's all I ever wanted, for nothing to change. Because for once, I was happy. Well?
I'm sorry.
You should be.
Because you're forcing me to do something I don't want to do. And talking to people that make me uncomfortable for personal reasons.
I walked out. By the time I came back, Grace was gone.
Whatever, forget her. It's too much of a hassle to keep her.
August 17th. I came back hours later after a little drinking and a lot of pointless wandering. The apartment was empty, her things were gone, but I only realized that after I read the letter. The letter was on the table next to our half-finished dinner. There was a key next to the letter, too. Her key to the apartment. I remember the letter word for word, so why don't I write it down here? Wouldn't that be fun?
I'm gonna read in her voice. Jack,
It said.
I can't stay with you anymore. You're only going to make yourself more miserable, and I can't help you. I can't watch you do this to yourself. I pray there's someone who can help you like I couldn't, and I hope you'll be happy. Goodbye.
Grace didn't need to sign the message. I would have recognized those neat letters anywhere. Seen that same handwriting during our brief year together, on dozens, if not hundreds of little notes. Shift schedules, reminders to buy snacks or milk, things like that. There were in fact at least half a dozen of those little posts she used still around the apartment. Seeing them hurt. There were a lot of other things Grace hadn't taken with her too. Socks, pants, a few undershirts, a scarf, a pair of shoes, a sweater she really liked too. She would have worn the sweater while napping in the evening. It was all evidence of how much of a hurry she'd had been to get away from me. I know her better.
Well, she made the toughest decision for the relationship. But it's very convenient for Anna. Good morning, everyone.
The patients all greet her. I do too.
Well, well. I'm happy to see you finally stopped being Mr. Grumpy. Because of the drugs.
Well, you know.
Do you feel better? Anna, this is over the top, even for a wife position, please. I'm cringing, actually. Does the leg still hurt?
I'm a little better, I guess.
Some people want this much attention and love, and some people don't. This is just, I'm suffocating.
At peace.
That's great. You'll be up on your feet in no time, I'm sure. Free to come back home?
I laugh like hell. Anna probably doesn't see what's so funny. She smiles vacantly. I guess she does love me, in her own way. Doesn't matter, though. Remembering the pain she caused me has given me more conviction.
Because Anna got involved, because she's in the perspective, I'm his wife, I need to get involved. I need to get Grace away from him. She's the reason why he left me. Perspective. They really need to talk it out. This is BS, man. I think that's why I feel like I'm suffocating. And like someone else's like quarrel. Like, they need to talk. Like, no more around the bush. They need to talk about it.
My heart is set on killing her.
I knew it. He's been trying to kill his wife. I bet that. Everybody raise their hand if you think Jack... Maybe his wife is his ex-wife or whatever, I guess. I don't know. Ex-wife, current wife. Maybe she's a vampire. He tried killing her. She didn't die. She proves it to him. She loves him because he accepted her for who she is at one time. He got into an accident with her because he got scared because he thought she was trying to kill him. Then he, like, decides to move on to a whole new life because it's just too much. August 18th.
My health is vastly improving. Doctor's words. Those. And I feel it. I don't wake up at night so much anymore, choking on pain.
What if she's trying to turn him into a vampire? Because it's a yandere horror game. Like, what if there is, like, some sort of, like, fantasy archetype kind of, like, character? Or even, like, scenarios in here. Maybe she's turning him, and that's why he's, like, healing faster. Because she's giving him her blood or something. The Helsing! Nathaniel Helsing! What did I miss? Issues? Yes? Tons of, like, romantic issues. Current girlfriend, potential ex-wife, and being hospitalized and something bad happened. Because something happened so for him to get into the hospital and break all his bones. I bet he jumped out the window to save himself from Anna. Because Grace took off, so there's no way it was Grace's fault if she, like, told him, I'm out of your life because I can't save you. Grace looked at it the wrong way. I know you love him, but he didn't ask for you to save him. And he didn't ask for Anna to become obsessed with him either. It's like a lose-lose situation. Because Jack, the main character... Something happened, he moved on. Anna didn't. Anna couldn't accept the way they left it before. And she wants things to be how it was, and it's not. So then she's persistent on her attitude towards him. Found out he had a girlfriend named Grace. Got rid of Grace. Because she would go hang out with her, right? So what were they talking about? Like, how did Anna influence Grace to give up on Jack? I bet it had something to do with their relationship as, like, friends. Because they were friends for a brief like moment. It wasn't months on end, it was just like for a while.
And I don't get so angry anymore that I have to chew on my own fingers so I don't end up shouting. And I really am at peace. I know what to do. I know I have to do it. I feel that I don't have a choice in the matter.
Anna hospitalized him. She tracked him down. She's like, you're my man, you're my husband. I gotta get this biatch away from you. Hospitalized him and tried to make him better. Like, obsessive compulsive disorder is what I'm sensing. Anna's a nurse, so she wants to help people. All Jack is to her is a patient. So her saying, I love him, I care about him, I don't know, I think it has to do with like something else. Like, maybe, like she said, I have to have him with me. Some people do that in relationships. Some people have a sick obsession with wanting to have someone that's sick and unwell. And it's a true thing. Like, it's crazy, but you can find documentaries. 𝑩𝒆 talked about it on her channel, where she talks about murderers, serial killers, situations, events, like historical events. And there was like, for example, there was a woman. She was a nurse. I think her name, I don't know, what was her name? So she was a nurse in the UK, for example. Kind of similar to this situation. True story. You can check out 𝑩𝒆 video. This nurse was going around killing babies because she was madly in love with a doctor. And so she was working in that sector of the hospital, and it was specifically not just babies. It was babies in the infirmary because they were like preemie babies. And she was killing them by putting bubbles in their... because they would swell up or something like that. They'd get really irritated. She was putting bubbles into their... what is it called? Their IV? Because they do... I think they have like an IV drip or some sort of like fluids going into the baby for nourishment and stuff. And so she was doing that, and babies were dying left and right. Preemie babies. And because they were preemie, everybody just thought, oh, you know, their health wasn't good and something happened. It was bound to be whatever. So that was her excuse for doing it, that no one's going to find out. So that nurse eventually got caught after years of doing it. I think it was like up to like 10 or more infants that she subjected to because she liked and enjoyed interacting with people like, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. And people were like, oh, it's okay, nurse, you did everything you could. And she just wanted that kind of connection with people. And she found it that she liked that attention and conversation she got from when people were mourning the death of their baby. True story. You can look it up on YouTube. 𝑩𝒆, evil nurse, the most evil nurse in history. I think it was either late 90s, 80s, or early 2000s it happened. Or maybe it was late 2000s. It was a recent event too. Yeah, UK story about the evil nurse. I'm sure other people cover it too on YouTube. True story. Anna's kind of like that nurse. There's something that she, like a thrill, or something that she enjoys getting out of, like, this situation with Jack, that keeps her confident that she's making the right choice. And I know it probably came from a good place, kind of like the nurse. Oh, you know, I really love helping people, bring them closure. I mean, that nurse from the UK, she went as far as buying a coffin to put their baby in it. Or she would give them items like, here to help you mourn the loss of your child. And she was the one that did it. She was the one killing all the children. It's awful. It's scary. That some people in real life, not just story or RPG, yandere horror games, like, it's reflecting off of real life events and situations people have. And that was one of them. And she was in love with the doctor, so she, like, they had this kind of pager or something. They would communicate with each other. And it might have been a pager or something else. Could have been, like, just like their phone or something. And she really loved when people told her, oh, you did all you could, and we're so proud of you. It's okay. We can mourn together. And she just, I don't know. They said she was the perfect daughter. She was like They said she had pretty blue eyes and beautiful blondish hair and pale skin like milk or something. Like, she was really pretty and attractive. And that's why people were confused. Like, why is she doing this? She's attractive. Like, it shouldn't be that hard for her. And she's smart. She was smart, attractive, and just very sweet. So they were all shocked it was her. Now, they say they couldn't prove it, but her family came from good money. This nurse from the UK. Yeah. She was very reputable. Everybody enjoyed having her around, but something, like her obsession with the doctor, I think that's what it started, like, at. She really enjoyed, like, how nice he was to her. But they never started a relationship. It was just, like, coworker kind of relationship. So yeah, true story. 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬 28 to 2015, I think. 18 babies. Oh, before I go, the nurse would probably inject air and other narcotics into the veins. 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬, thank you, buddy. Awesome, you fact-checked me. 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬 says, yo, Sprinkles, I'ma go for today. If you don't remember me on the next street... Noodle? Noodle, please, come to me, Noodle. Come here, Noodle. She's been peeing around the house because her bladder is very sensitive. Because the birth and babies stuff. Noodle! So we have to forgive her for doing it, but... I'm tired of cleaning up pee-pee. She'll like randomly spot, but come on, Noodle. Please. I don't know, maybe her laying on me gives her the gassies? I don't know. Alright. So yeah, reading it. 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬. If you don't remember me on the next stream, I'm hunting you down. Dun dun dun. Remember the words. Drywall. What does that mean? Oh, that's cute. Thank you for the emojis. That's so cute. I saw it. Adorable. Was it a Sasquatchy? It says, oh. The nurse would purposely inject air and other narcotics into their veins, says 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬. They also mentioned 18 babies, 2008 to 2015 is the estimated years. So it was later 2000s. Goodbye, 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬. 𝐻𝐴. Hey, I was born in 28. Wow. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 𝐻𝐴, you know this is an 18+ stream, right? If anybody confirms that they are under the age of 18, they get banned. This is awkward. I hate these situations. If someone comes out and says, you know, they're very young. If they come out, for example, I'm 13 or 12 or 11 or 10 or 7, then I have to ban you given the guideline rules. 𝐻𝐴. Rainer BR. Icons shake bootco. Hey, you buddy. Hey, buddy. 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬, I mean drywall. Now goodbye. Goodbye, 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬. 𝐻𝐴. Don't you dare. 𝐻𝐴. I have to ask you for consent to confirm. Because I don't know if you were ranting or being random or serious. Because some people say I'm 2,000 years old. Some people say I'm 103. Or some people say I'm 1 year old or I'm a few months old. Because people are derpies. I'm a derpy, but not, you know. So yeah, some people troll, but I have to confirm. I have to ask for consent to confirm. Because if that's true, because I know some people find it funny, but I don't. I get sad. Like, let me play some sad music. Do I got some sad music? I think I do. Because I'm dramatic. Do I have some sad music? Where is it? Where do I have sad music at? Oh. I have this one. I have a burp. What else do I have?
What the fuck?
There's that one. What's this? Oh, gym shot. That's what that means. But bump. I have this one. It says 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬 mentioned that it's an 18+ stream. LOL. I have it on my descriptors. It's out there, bloodies. I don't know why people don't read. It's right there. It says it on the channel. Streams are 18+. Because I can't just type it on every stream. That's just a lot. So it says it on Twitter. It says so on YouTube. It says so on Twitch. It's in the descriptors. I can't control what people interact with because I'm not your parent. But I do it because sometimes VTubers are just mature because they're adults most of the time. I think there are some underage VTubers, but that's another thing. I just do it to protect people because I don't want 6-year-olds coming into chat talking to other adults. It's for your safety. Same thing happened with Gatsu, where their age was in question. It was very serious. Cozy wave! Meow indeed. Nathaniel, sad violin theme. I wish I could find it. I don't think I have a violin. I have this one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. music already sounds sad. What's this? What is this?
Whoa!
That is terrifying. What's this one? That's scary. I have that one. 𝐏𝐾, it's on the channel description. Thank you, 𝐏𝐾. So I asked Gatsu for consent because, you know, briefly. I would have to ask you, 𝒕𝒂𝒃, consent to confirm your age. Are you above the age of 18? And you have the choice of giving consent to answer, and then you provide answer, and then you just disappear in the void. Or you tell me no consent to answer, you politely decline. You have those two options, because I can't force you to tell me. 𝒕𝒂𝒃, horror theme. So I'll just leave it at that. You can respond, or... Because I have to ask to confirm. Because I don't know if you were... If it was or isn't. So I do confirmation. Yeah. So just, you can... Two options. Consent to confirm, and then provide yes or no. Please don't tell me the exact number. Or you can politely decline, and you stay here forever. Okay, 𝒕𝒂𝒃. Because you had two options. Yeah. Goodbye, 𝒕𝒂𝒃. I care about you, buddy. And how does this work again? I wish Shinzo was here! Shinzo, are you here? Oh. So you're like 16, 17, 2 years away. All you had to do was politely decline and you would have stayed, but now you must enter the void. Goodbye, 𝒕𝒂𝒃. You're a buddy that will be remembered and never forgotten. Because I have to uphold the community guidelines. Please forgive me. But you had two options. And you chose to confirm your age. Goodbye, buddy. Peace and love, and if you come back in another life, just be wise and don't share your, your age for your safety. I care about you. I really do. Goodbye, buddy. Goodbye! Did that work? I don't know. Goodbye! And now I died on the inside. This is a tragic day. Our comrade, our fallen comrade, has chosen to provide consent to answer the ultimate question of destruction, and has now entered the void. Goodbye, 𝒕𝒂𝒃. If only we could see you in another life, in another time. Rip our buddy. I wish I had the side violin. Rainier BR, rest in peace, little one. Rip 𝒏𝒂𝒃. Goodbye! And now we must carry on.
I feel like I don't have a choice in the matter.
Neither did I.
I'm a train going down a set of tracks a few hundred miles per hour. No turns, no brakes. Whatever happens will happen.
Well, thank you for subscribing, buddy! It says Benny just subscribed. Thank you, Benny. You can join us in our befallen comrade. Buddies!
Whatever happens will happen. It's strangely calming. But for now, I'll keep on riding. I know a good point to stop.
Because he's getting better. I want a confirmation if she's vampire or not. Please be a vampire, please be a vampire, please be a vampire.
After Grace left, I spent that first night alone on the kitchen floor.
Damn, he hit it hard. If he's crying on the floor because he lost Grace, I feel for you. Heartbreak is not a joke, it's a legend.
It was where my legs happened to give in under after me. Hours of walking back and forth in the apartment.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, why did you collapse? Because he's been walking around for hours.
I'd paced around like a caged animal, looking under pillows and carpets and poking my head in closets. I don't know why. Maybe I thought I'd find her there.
The music is depressing.
I woke up in the afternoon with a blanket over me. I thought that Grace had done it, that she'd come back. She hadn't.
I bet you it's Anna.
I guess it must have been Anna.
Damn! She had the last move. Like, literally, she won. She didn't win her heart back, but she just like, Grace is gone now. So she has no one to fight over me with.
I didn't go to work. I didn't eat.
Oh, I've seen this happen. I've seen heartbreak. Jesus Christ, it's painful. I've seen people like have a dramatic moment where they throw themselves on the floor and they scream. It was scary. I was like, oh my god, this is actually happening. And I had to help them take a shower. It's one of my relatives. It was that, like, painful. It was like their first, you know, big time heartbreak. It felt like a movie playing out in front of me. I didn't know how to respond, but then I was like, you need to get off the floor and take a bath, you stinky. And they're like, okay. And so I had them sit down on a chair in the bathroom. Because you don't want them to, because they were like, you know, totally out of it. So you don't want them to drown or anything, and some, like, few inches of water in the tub. So I got them a chair. Like, one of those, like, chairs you can have. Not a wooden one, just a plastic one. And they sat down in there. And I helped them, like, put water over them so they can wash themselves. Yeah, heartbreak. It's okay, buddies. We all have to go through it at some point. Okay, I have something amazing to say. Or maybe I should save it for later. I'll save it for later. I'll save it for a special occasion. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay to get heartbroken. Everything's gonna be okay.
I don't remember drinking any water, but I must have. And I must have slept a lot too.
Oh my god! Ah! Noodle! Noodle, please, come to me. Please come to me, Noodle. Noodle, come. Now turn on the fan. Come here, Noodle. No? Okay, because she's gassy. I think that he tried to off himself. That's why he was injured. He might have jumped from his apartment building and it failed because Anna was there to witness it and get medical attention. But I think he was so heartbroken, he ended up in the hospital. That's why he can't move from the, like, the chin down. He said from his shoulders down, he had broken bones severely. So I think this heartbreak led to something else, for sure, like foreshadowing. So we're about to find out why he's in the hospital. Chapter 4, I think it's chapter 4, yeah.
Turned out I needed Grace more than I thought I did. Certainly more than she needed me. I was all alone that day, that night.
Here it comes.
And the day after, too. Right up until the evening. That's when she made her move.
Damn, Anna, back off. I'm not mentally well. I'm mentally unstable, and I'm doing this for your own good. I think that's where we're at with Jack. Like, his perspective on it.
The windows were closed and the blinds were drawn. It must have been stuffy and hot in the apartment. I lay on the couch, shivering.
Cold sweat, probably.
I held to my chest the sweater Grace had left. I was about to slip into uncomfortable sleep when the front door opened.
Anna, back off! Calm your TTs!
My heart skipped a beat before the sight of a person coming in disappointed me.
This is too epic, even for me. It's too much. Hello? Jack?
I stared at her in the darkness.
Because it's dark. What's wrong?
Stare.
Yeah, I'd be staring at her too. Get away from me! You scared me! You drove my girlfriend away. Get away from me. I mean, I didn't help either because I chose not to get help, but... It wasn't... Grace is not a doctor. She can't tell me what's good for me, what isn't. Leave me alone!
She tried to get me to talk, but I was not in a talking mood. Eventually, she found the letter still on the table. Pretended to find it.
Oh, Jack. Oh, darling.
Go away.
You've hurt now, I know. She's terrible, isn't she? To have hurt you so badly. Why do you care? Leave me alone.
She's... The sweater was soft against my skin. It smelled like her, because I didn't wash it, obviously.
Me being sarcastic in character mode. I know, she's awful. Let me help. See? She's like that nurse from the UK. From 2008 to 2015. What was her name? I don't know her name. But yeah, thank you, buddy. Let me help you.
She brought her hand near my face. I turned my head away.
I'm the one who can make you happy, you know? Girl, please. Leave. You won't have to remember that girl ever again. You won't have to, I promise. Because you're gonna drug me?
Her hand found my cheek. It had only been 2 days since I'd last seen Grace. Had last touched her, but it was like I had already forgotten a person's warmth. I raised my hand to bat hers away.
Yeah, we're not giving consent to be intimate. Back off, lady! I may be a man, but I'm not desperate. Leave me alone.
And I found that I couldn't do it.
What?
Instead, I put my hands on hers.
No, Jack, I was just vouching for you that you're a man and you don't need nobody. He's a man, a modern day man, and he can do it. He don't need a woman. He can handle his life on his own. He can wash his own dishes, feed himself, bathe himself, do his laundry. He's fine. He's a man's man kind of guy. He can do it.
Instead, I put my hand on hers. I was close to tears.
You can come to me, Noodle. Come to me. What's wrong? I wonder if Noodle has to poop or pee. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's 10:41. Noodle, can you wait just a little longer? Please? Please? You didn't poop anywhere, right? Nope, she's been a good girl. Noodle's very smart. She knows not to poop and pee in the room she sleeps in. Because I've been trying to get her accustomed to laying on the bed at night. So I'm testing to see if she can hold her bladder till morning. So I'll have her go outside by like 10 p.m., 11. Like if she has to really go, I'll just take her out. So she's been doing good. It's just when she's wandering around the house that she gets ballsy and she starts putting pee puddles everywhere. It's been pee right now, not poop. I also think it's territorial because of other dogs. Come on, Noodle. Just sit with me. And well, it's the live stream reading time is... It's almost up. We have like 28 minutes, 27.
I was close to tears. There were so many emotions in me that confused and overwhelmed me.
This woman is being manipulative, and she manipulated our girlfriend into giving up. And we were being stubborn, and we drove our girlfriend away, so it was like both. It was like both of our faults, Anna. Do you want my candy? Is that what you want? She wants my candy. You can't have the candy cane. No.
But Anna was here. And she was whispering that she'd never leave.
Noodle, you can't get up on here. Why?
We made love there on the couch.
Oh my god! Why? You know what? Hold on a minute. Anna walked in. The door, I don't know. He left the door unlocked for some reason. He said that before. But he said it was because he had Grace at home with him at the apartment. That's why it was unlocked and stuff. Dude. Really? Anna's just they call it like a rebound in relationships? Gross, bro. You could have waited just a little longer. He was just so heartbroken.
Afterwards, I used the sweater to wipe the sweat off me.
Gross! You used Grace's sweater? If that was my sweater, I'd have hell. I'd be like, hell no. You cheat on me with the woman I was afraid you'd cheat on me with because she's perfect and a vampiress and she heals, like, for some reason. I don't know. Total vampire. And you cheat on me and you use my sweater to wipe off the sweat and shame? The fun, man!
Anna lay next to me, soft and warm, both her arms wrapped around one of mine.
Hell no. I mean, if it really is your wife, and you're going on this fiasco, Jesus. Should I turn up the music? Let me turn up the music a little. I just don't like it when it overdoes it. Okay, here's the music turned up more. Hopefully you guys can hear it. It just fluctuates a lot. I don't know why. Like, it's never consistent. Put it at 50. I don't trust it. It's gonna peak at some point.
In the morning after the long, long night, Anna looked at me and asked me a question.
I'm tired, aren't you? Gross! Why?
Uh-huh.
I won't go to work today. I'll call in sick. Anna, you're a nurse. They need you. I'm fine. What about you?
I don't know. I won't go to work. I hadn't thought all about work. It was so irrelevant.
That's a good idea. This is so sick and twisted. I don't like it. Hey, I'm going to my apartment. I want to have a nice hot shower. Come with? Because we did break up, and she is supposedly our previous wife. I don't know if she's an ex-wife or she's still our wife. So is what we did really wrong? This is so weird. So she says, I'm his wife, blah, blah, blah. And she's with her, blah, blah, blah. And now it's like we slept together after Grace took off and left. But was it really Grace's note? What happened to Grace? Because she left her favorite sweater. That doesn't make any sense. If that was my favorite sweater, I wouldn't have not left it behind. I would have taken it with me. What about you guys? Would you have left your favorite item at your ex's place? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. GK Alric, Noodle wants candy cane. Damn it, Jack. Why did you do this? I know. But we're a man's man, and now we turned into a wiener, and we like gave Anna what she wanted. Hell no. If I was a man, I'd be like, girl, restraining order. Get away from me. That's what he should have done. And then her being supposedly his wife. I mean, that would have worked out perfectly.
Listen, I don't remember my past memories, but this woman claims to be my wife. Whatever it is, I want a restraining order. Pronto.
He could have just did that. Jack, you tonto.
Sure, yeah. My apartment had perfectly a working shower, of course, but I didn't want to be by myself.
He's gonna totally do it. He's gonna off himself, and he's gonna end up in the hospital. Because he doesn't really love Anna. He's like, get away from me, you weirdo. Who claims to be my wife. She hasn't said it yet, but she should.
I was scared.
Scared of what, Jack? What are you afraid of? We need the details. Chisme.
After I had a shower at her place, Anna told me I could stay there a while.
And so you feel better?
She told me.
What do you say?
I said yes. And that's how it went.
Man, jumping from character to character, my voice, man. I'm learning the skills. I'm learning. I'm trying to aim to get better.
I don't feel ashamed for what I did. I know I should, but I don't. The problem is, I don't really feel like I did any of that. It's more like I was watching myself do things. Watching myself get tricked and cheat on Grace.
Grace left you. She left. She didn't tell you where she was going. She was gonna go to work. He didn't say he saw her at work, so that tells me she wasn't there. She left. Something happened to Grace. Something bad. I bet Anna murdered her. Because she's a nurse, so she knows how to do doses. I bet. I really bet. You guys all want to vote in the comments? 𝒏𝒆𝒅! There is no difference. What? In Minecraft. I was playing Noodle One's Candy Cane. 𝒏𝒆𝒅! Welcome, buddy! Aw, Rainer BR. Rest in peace, little one, yes. GK Alric. That's why I don't do relationships. In this day and age, it's harder to tell. You don't know what's... I feel like back then it was simpler because people wanted simple things. And now you can have anything on demand. Amazon, packages, buy stuff. Everything is by the touch of your finger on your phone. I mean, if that's the life you live, of course. Some people don't have that life. Some of them are not technology-based. But damn.
It was more like I was watching myself do those things. Watching myself get tricked and cheat on Grace.
But she left you, dude. Like, she took all her stuff. She's gone. In an afternoon? She did that in a flippin' afternoon. That's what's sus. You have one argument. You have one big argument, and you take off. Grace showed signs of distrust, for one thing, because she's like, she's a lot prettier than me. And you know, Anna, she just has a nice personality. Yeah, sure. Okay, whatever. So she showed that she felt intimidated. You don't just get up and leave over one argument, because that makes you seem, like, flaky. I don't know, there's some fault on Grace for that. She didn't stand her ground. She didn't take a hint. Hey, if I feel intimidated by this girl, Anna, this girl that claims to know Jack is refusing to want to interact with her. It could have been for a good, valid reason. And she totally didn't respect his privacy. Anna. She pushed and pushed, and finally she got something out of him. She got a little... You know what I mean, she got something. She shared Twinkies with him. Jack, no, down, boy.
And live with that woman who's caused so much misery in so many people. I know I should be ashamed. It's a disgusting thing I did, and I can't take it back.
At least he's coming to terms with it now. Sharing Twinkies and all. Twinkies.
I let myself be made into an animal.
Really? Because it was long hours that night? Uh-huh. Twinkies. Don't take that long to share a Twinkie, dude. What were you doing all that time?
The 1 whole month is something I'd like to forget, to never remember. So I won't write about it, or about anything more. I've written enough. I'm done. This journal has helped me a lot, but I don't need it anymore. This is then. It's goodbye.
Okay, he's gonna kill Anna.
So goodbye. GF. Jack.
He's coming to terms! Jack Friday. Oh, never mind. What's his real last name? Because Anna said Jack Friday isn't his real last name. His last name is something else. It's her name. That's weird. Some people take the last name of their spouse. I'm surprised she didn't take his last name. It's weird. She didn't really mention what the last name was, but that it's not right.
I woke up and found the room dark. Incredibly dark.
Chapter 5. A Brand of Happiness. A new brand happiness. Uh-oh, it's about to get twisted.
Incredibly dark. Didn't matter if my eyes were open or closed. The image didn't change. Something wasn't right. The air smelled different.
Anna went savage. I gotta save because we're on chapter 6 now. Damn, that's face. That's fast. Face. There you go. We officially saved. We don't have many options since it's like visual novel. It's kind of walking us through it and we get to enjoy the atmosphere. He said it felt weird and stale and misty like soup before. That's gross. Like being in someone's hot mouth. Just imagine that. The descriptor to a situation or environment, they describe it as being inside of someone's hot mouth. Nasty. It's like humid and smelly. Gross. That's how I would describe a situation. It's like being in someone's hot mouth. And they're like, what? Can you run by me that, run me by that real quick, I don't know. Just think of hot breath. It feels like we're inside of someone's hot breath bubble or something. So I just say mouth.
Something wasn't right. The air smelled different. Grace made a soft moaning sound in her sleep.
Something bad happened.
She lay next to me. I reached down to make absolutely sure it was her.
Jack? Oh my god, something weird's happening. I gotta turn it down, it's too loud. Yeah, it's too loud. See how the sound stifles? It got too loud. It's at 43 now. Yeah, it's at 42? It's too loud.
To hear her voice instead was like finding a snake in my bed. I almost fell over at a nightstand.
Okay, yeah, it's rising. God, game. Stay consistent. 45 now. Okay, 48. Okay, 48.
I almost fell over a nightstand.
Are you okay? Bad dream?
Stay,
This is where he has an accident.
She touched me, skin against skin. I remembered where I was and why I was there.
I hope Noodle didn't poop somewhere. I don't know. I think Noodle might have pooped somewhere. We have 8 minutes. Countdown. Better?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, it calmed down. Good. Is she using drugs? I hope not. 45, just in case. Not changing the audio back to the... Yeah.
I settled back into my side of the bed. Anna ruffled my hair.
You startled me.
I didn't mean to.
It's okay. I know you wouldn't do that. Because you love me. Anna, let me speak for myself. Let me decide. I'm confused because you keep deciding for me. I gotta make these decisions. I gotta face my feelings. I'm an adult man. She's acting childish. And I guess so are we. Oh, it's her now. Dear Diary. Because he never says Dear Diary. So that's how you know it's Anna's POV. Perspective. Perspective of view? POV? It's all been worth it. All the years of waiting and hoping have been so worth it. I never expected it to go as well as I did. Now I feel so silly I ever worried. Okay, hold on. Were we not married? Was it her being married to us all in her head? Was that just like her fantasy world? Because what if she's just some random person we met in school and she claims to be our wife and she says that she's our wife and she believes it so consistently because she wrote it down in her diary? So is it just that she's obsessed with the idea of being with us, or is she obsessed with the idea of being married to someone? Because it's too much fixation on this guy. Get hobbies, girl. Get hobbies. That's the answer and resolution to everything. You have a weird tendency to want to murder people? Get a hobby other than murdering people. Get into taxidermy. You know, if you're obsessed with human biology, become a biologist. Like, make use of your obsessions and turn it into something good. Yeah.
Grace, the whore is out of...
Oh, it's her, sorry. I got stuck in Jack's POV. It's a POV of Anna. Grace, the whore is out of the picture. It was easy. She's so scared of everything. And Jack is all mine. I expected he would struggle a lot more. I'm so proud of him. Even in the terrible state he's in, no memories of us at all. He knew in his heart he should pick me over her. He drove her away. Ah! Grace! At least she didn't betray us with Anna. If Grace ended up in the bed of Anna and I witnessed it in the POV of Jack, I would have been like, confirmed. I knew it. Too bad, I'm disappointed. I was hoping it would go that way where it's like more complicated. Like she fell in love with Anna and there was a love triangle, yeah, I was hoping it would go that way. Because it's unconventionally not obvious if it did. But this just, I don't know. I guess it kind of plays out the way the story wants it to go in the direction of. You're so cute, Jack. The way you're absolutely helpless without me. I'll pamper you a little more. This is why I'm like this. You pampered me too much and I ran away because you're scary. Too controlling. I can do that. There's no hurry. There's no rush. You've reached our happy ending. Did I have a choice? Or did we?
I paced around Anna's bedroom.
Oh, there's the sky.
Step, 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 step. Turn. Step, 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 step. Turn. It wasn't a very large room, about the size as mine, and step, 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 turn. It was dark. The curtains were drawn, but it would have been dark without them too. The alarm clock's neon green digits hovering in the dark showed that it was 5:10 a.m. and that it was Monday. Step, step.
Jump. Because he's about to do it. We know he is. It makes sense. Heartbroken. Anna wins. He feels trapped. She thinks she's pampering him. But her obsessive compulsive disorder's coming out. She was approaching Grace like, Jack needs help. He needs our help and support. Because he forgot his memories. And it totally wouldn't benefit me. Wink, wink, you know? She got what she wanted, but not really. He's still, like, not well. He needs help, but not... Doesn't need to be forced. It has to be on his own terms. That's how people get better. You can't force them to do it, you know?
Anna's bed sheets rustled. She mumbled something and sat up.
Jack, why are you...
I took in a deep breath. It helped me keep my voice from shaking as I answered. It's nothing. Go back to sleep.
What is it? Something is wrong, isn't it? Tell me. I'll make it go away. That's the problem, Anna. That's why our marriage didn't work out. Or maybe we weren't married. I don't know anymore. I'm confused.
No, please. It's stupid.
Tell me.
I stepped closer to the bed, banged my shin on the side of the bed and took a sigh.
That's better. It was too repetitive.
It's Monday. Anna glanced over my shoulder at the alarm clock.
Yeah, it is. So?
I have work. When I came back to an empty apartment, it was early Friday morning. I had missed work on Friday. I must be on thin ice already. I didn't even call in.
And? Just don't go.
But if I don't go today, they'll fire me for sure.
So? What are you, my sugar mama? You gonna take care of me? Well then do it then. Show me, woman. Should have just been honest. I'm your sugar mama. I'm gonna take care of you. Don't worry about nothing, daddy. Something, I don't know.
What do you mean, so? This is serious.
Don't be so upset here.
Anna got up lazily and kissed me, held me. We stood there a few moments in silence.
Okay. Oh, there it is, animation sequence. There. Doesn't it all seem better now?
But I still...
No, sweetie. You stay in today.
She pressed herself harder against me. I felt her softness, the heat of her body. I could hardly feel anything else.
You don't want to go to work. Manipulation! Do you?
I don't, but I mean I have to.
You don't have to. It'll be fine. The world won't end.
I was going to complain again, but she pressed a finger to my lips.
Seduction! She's like, Grace is seducing him. And then now she's doing it. She projected herself upon Grace. And look where we are now. Evidence provided. You know what? An idea just came to me. If you move out of that awful apartment and come live with me instead, you won't have to work in that awful store anymore either. What if he likes his job, Anna? You didn't ask him, do you like your job? Instead, she called it awful and told him you don't want to do it, instead of asking him. I mean, I guess she asked him, kind of. That sounds nice, doesn't it?
It sounded good. Anna understood me so well. But I wasn't sure of myself. I asked if it was really fine for me to stay here for good.
Oh god, come on. You're a grown man. You don't have to stick it out with Anna. Because he already showed he didn't like her, so why is he forcing himself to? He shouldn't do that to himself. It's like, he comes off like a hypocrite, but really, Anna's really being forceful. She's like manhandling Jack. She's already past his comfortable, you know, boundaries. And she's getting what she wants. That's why. He's allowing it now. That's not healthy for him. Because it isn't really what he wants. He's just doing it because he's heartbroken. He doesn't know what he needs time to just heal. That's all it is. Of course. I wouldn't want you to be anywhere else. I need chapstick. My lips hurt. All this yappity yapping and reading. Dear diary. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. How is this going so well? Because he's not... I don't know. Something bad's gonna happen. It never worked so well before. Not with the patients I tried it on. Even though they were terminal. Wait! What? Not with the patients I tried it on, even though they were terminal. Try what? What are you trying, Anna? Even though they had no one to visit them. All of them kept being themselves right up to the end. But with Jack, I can do anything. He's like clay. They weren't married? She's lying? So from Anna's POV, she's like, okay, we're married officially, because I said so. And she writes it in her diary. I'm his wife. I'm getting him back. So he was just a terminally ill patient, and she took advantage of him and his loss of memory. He tries keeping himself together, falls in love with Grace. For the first time, he's finding himself as a person outside of his health issues and functionality. And she ruins it because she's like, no, you're my husband now. And you're gonna have to be him because I said so. What a bee! I could change him into anyone, anything I want. How awful. He's so lucky that it's me doing this. Could you imagine someone else with this kind of responsibility? No. What am I saying? She's admitting to her guilt. She's acknowledging that I'm doing something terrible, but it makes me happy. Knew it. She is that nurse from the UK, but a lot different because it's a grown man and not like an infant, but still, it's really messed up. So she tried it on multiple patients. It failed. Everyone's like, I'm calling this lady's BS and I don't believe it. But Jack, she's like, no, it's actually working on him. I'm gonna keep it, because, yeah. Nobody else could make him so willing to change. Me, only me. He's only like this because he loves me so much. He's always loved me. Even when he didn't realize it. I'm gonna make her sound obsessive now. Are you ready for my voice acting? I'm gonna do it. Cozy wave! Sprinkles makes a bink bink badink. Binkity bink. Katsu! She reminds me of Monica from Doki Doki. GK Alric could be. She might be literally insane. I think so. What if she's a patient at the hospital, but she pretends to be a nurse, and the whole time she's like, I'm a nurse. I'm certified. And the doctors are like, she's hot and attractive. Has the personality of a model. Give her the job, you know? Because that's the voice I gave the doctor when he was the doctor. But yeah, so what if she's terminally ill just like us, and she's like, oh my god, I have my prey, and it's perfect. And now she's just doing it. And he'll always love me, and I'll always love him, and we'll be together forever. I'm doing my best to make her sound obsessive. Gatsu, I have no idea what's going on. So Anna, we're finding out now that she's maybe not a nurse forever. And I'm so happy I could just scream. Right now, I'm only teasing him a little, but that's okay. We have all the time in the world. Unlike those other boys, he's not about to expire. That's so she killed them! I think she killed other people. She's like, this patient didn't listen to me, didn't obey me like their master, blah blah blah, didn't do what I said, blah, and she like killed them. Days went by, maybe a week. Jack? Come on, Jack! I laugh. If you don't let go of me, I can't go to work, you know?
Then don't go. Stay here.
Oh, it's backfiring. She's like, he'll do whatever I say. You know, tongue sticking out. But now, It's backfiring because it worked too good for you, Anna. And Jack doesn't care. He's like, you know what? I'm taking you with me. You drove me insane. You took away my... Like, she took away his free will. And she trapped him in an apartment saying, I'll do it for you, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, we got that. She's manipulative. Hey, one of us has to go. We need to live.
I need you to live.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He actually likes that, you sadistic piece of beep. Meow meow. Maybe I'll do that. When I censor, I'll go meow meow. Nah, I think beep is perfect. Because if I do meow meow, it'll confuse people. Maybe. That's very sweet, but I still have to go.
I wouldn't budge.
Oh, it's Jack, okay.
She ran her fingers around my hair. I liked that.
If you get off of me now, I promise I'll have a special surprise for you when I come back. Uh-oh.
Really?
Really, I promise.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. I'm gonna put my shock face for shock value.
I forced myself to let go of her. After she went away, I lay back down on the bed. I waited for her to come back.
Like a dog.
I did nothing else.
This is sad. I liked Jack when he was grumpy. At least that was genuine, and now he's a hollow shell of a person.
Anna's surprise was a big sack of plastic. It was swollen full of something. I looked at her, then at it, then at her again, and frowned.
You'll see. Come, we need to go somewhere.
Go outside?
Yes. Isn't that exciting?
I looked away.
What, you don't want to?
I held a pillow in front of me. It was meant to act as a barrier.
Oh, you big scaredy cat. Come on.
She took my arm and pulled. I wouldn't go. Her grip was strong.
Oh gosh, I spammed it. Hold on a minute, I spammed it. Let's go back to history. Alright, Noodle, be free. My pooping Noodle, please don't poop anywhere. It's already 11:07. Alright guys, I'll read this last line and I'll have to go and let Noodle to go poop and pee. Noodle! Wait, because I don't want her to do it, because I have a feeling. Using my foxy senses. I think she has to take a dookie. Alright, buddies!
He says, her grip was strong. Or maybe I've gotten weak, but I stayed in place.
Okay, we're gonna go back to return. Then we're gonna press save. That's Q save is quick save. We're gonna do save. Because I can't guarantee that. Yeah, there you go. Officially, we've gotten to chapter 6. So we've become obsessed. Not obsessed. We're void of life. And our dependency on Anna has increased. She's growing concerned because she's did her manipulation and it's gone too far. We will find out in the next playthrough in the future. I think we'll wait. I like to give like a week apart from like a game so that way we can like go back to it later and have like a refresher, you know? So we'll wait to come back on this one unless you guys really enjoyed it and you want us to play it next week. Let me know down in the comments below. And hope you enjoyed this live stream of
Love or Kill.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, buddies. 𝐺𝐾 Jack is now dependent on Anna. Yeah. His dependency is very unhealthy, and I feel bad for him. Let's hope in the next chapter and another playthrough that he gets a grip on life and figures out the manipulation. Because he said that in the hospital, he's going back to the past. And the present, like what we just read about the apartment, it's in the past because she said, hey, why don't you move in with me? I'll take away your responsibility. And you can depend on me for support because I'm here for you. Yeah. So I don't know. So she confessed it to us. Jack is a random guy she found at the hospital, manipulated because he has amnesia. And he tried to escape from her because she probably took him out of the hospital. Because if he was her patient before, like she said, a terminally ill one that doesn't expire, I don't know what that means. Like, die? Like, maybe he's, like, severely sick or something. Something's wrong. Sorry, I'm looking at Noodle. Yeah, Noodle's gonna poop. Alright, buddies, peace and love. Yes, 𝐺𝐾, thanks for the stream. You're welcome, buddy. I have to go because Noodle has to poop. But peace and love, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye, buddies.